What's up, everybody? It's a Ginger Yeti, and I wasn't planning on drinking tonight. Wasn't planning on doing any reviews or anything like that at all because I have a flight to catch tomorrow to head out on the Hymns Dissonance tour with Whitechapel. But then I was at the grocery store picking up a couple things I needed, and I ran across something that I decided that I needed to do, needed to review, needed to try. I didn't don't have time to do a regular review of it, so I figured I'd do a live review of it. But what I found is this right here. If you're any regular viewer of my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of the Finnish long drink. Now, it's not a beer, it's more of like a ready to drink cocktail, but I'm a huge fan of this kind of beverage. And I saw it on the store shelf. It was about $23 for a 12 pack. And I just had to pick it up. Now, I've reviewed lots of different long drinks on my channel. And I did try the zero sugar during my blind taste challenge, but I haven't reviewed it. So I figured I'd just review all three of these live, just see how it goes. So like I said, this is a zero sugar variety pack from the long drink. It's got citrus, peach, and pineapple flavor. I've had all the regular versions of this, and they're really good. They're really tasty. These are zero sugar. It's got 99 calories. It's 5% alcohol, and they're gluten free. So I'm going to open this box up. Hopefully, I can dig through it and find the regular sugar free version first. And I chose wisely. That's cool. They've got all three versions in a row on top. So I'll get right on into it. The regular version here, like I said, it's the Finnish long drink, Legend of 1952, zero sugar, citrus, 99 calories, 5% alcohol, gin with natural grapefruit and juniper berry flavor, artificial sweeteners, and carbonation. I'm not sure what the artificial sweeteners are. I probably should have looked that up. Like I said, it's 99 calories, zero carbohydrates, zero fat, zero protein. Anybody out there that is looking for a gluten-free, zero sugar beverage, these are probably pretty good go-to beverage for that. Now, I have had this one before, like I said, in my blind taste challenge, and I was surprised how much I liked it. I've got these little rocks glasses here. They're not the best for showing the color, but they'll have to do because it's the only thing I have at least three or more of. So that pours out that typical, I guess that's a 12-ounce glass, that typical bluish color that the Finnish long drink is normally, or any of the long drinks are normally are. I can already smell that juniper, that long drink, that long drink scent. It's already just wafting around in the air. But that smells like the Finnish long drink. A little bit of gin, that juniper berry. It's almost like a fresca in the scent. It smells really nice, really delicious. And let's see what I think about the sugar-free version. Very carbonated in the mouth. What's up, nutmeg? Yeah, burn the midnight oil. I saw this mixed pack here at the grocery store this evening. And you know how much I like the Finnish long drink. So I had to pick it up. Wanted to try all three of these zero sugar flavors, and I'm leaving tomorrow for tour, so it's what it is. I just figured I'd get it in. Yeah, I know. I'm back under 500 every other day. It's a game anymore. But back to the long drink here. The Finnish long drink, zero sugar. It's pretty tasty. It's pretty close to the original. I totally agree. It's pretty close to the regular long drink. You do get a little bit of that, like aspartame or whatever it is, kind of fake sweetness in there. A little hint of it on the back end. Very fizzy in the mouth, but overall, very tasty. Like I said in my blind taste challenge, this was really close to the original full flavor one with the sugar. And if you're looking for something tasty and different, alcoholic, gluten free, zero sugar, 99 calories, go check this one out. It's pretty tasty. So let's reach into the box and see what the next one is. The zero sugar peach. Next one up is the zero sugar peach. I've had the regular peach a handful of times. I haven't reviewed it yet, but it is pretty tasty. I don't think I reviewed it. I don't remember if I have or not anymore. I've reviewed so many of these long drinks, but I know they're all very tasty, and it's fun to try these zero sugar ones. I know a lot of people out there are trying to avoid sugar or want low calorie beverages. Sometimes you just want something other than beer, and that is not exactly the color I expected it to be. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's kind of a peachy yellow color, unlike the blue of the original flavor. And I'm getting big peach scents already. Big peach scents. Cheers. What's going on? Big peach flavor. And they're big peach scents, but the flavor, it's not as peachy as the original one. Yeah, there's so many different varieties out there now. There's a ton of them. I mean, there's Hartwall Original, which is the original OG version. And the Finnish long drink, the blue can, which I think you had. But there's a ton of different ones out there now. The Finnish long drink makes so many different varieties of so many different flavors. And now they're getting into the zero sugar game. Then there's some other companies out there like Long Crow, but I wasn't real impressed with them. And the other night, I was out with a bunch of Finns, and they were telling me in Finland that they have so many different varieties of companies making them, and some are really good, and some of them are crap. So I'm not surprised. I mean, they all can't be winners. Yeah, you're right. I am still swinging over and under 500. That's probably where I'll just stay, over and under 500 every day. But this here, like I said, is the Finnish long drink peach. It's the zero sugar, and it's a little bit of peachy flavor, but there's more of that fake, uh, fake kind of sugar sweetener, fake sweetener flavor, and the peach flavor isn't as strong. So far, if I had to choose between these two, I would definitely choose this one over this. But if you could find the full flavor version of this peach long drink, it is really tasty. If you don't care about sugar or whatever, the full flavor version is really tasty. This one, I don't know if I would drink it again. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's just got too much of that like aspartame or whatever flavor in it. So let's see if I can find the third variety. The third one should be the pineapple. Yes, this is the Finnish long drink zero sugar pineapple. And again, these are all 5% alcohol, 99 calories, zero sugar. And it's something different. I just saw it today. $4.99 is the Yeti line. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not sure if it's aspartame or some other fake sweetener, but I know they use fake sweeteners and not sugar. But that last one kind of had that aspartame kind of flavor. It might be illegal in Australia. I don't know. I'm surprised they don't use something like stevia or some of these other kind of more natural fake sweeteners. But they went with whatever it is in here. I saw a comment on another video that it was aspartame, so that's what I'm just going with. I could be totally off my rocker on that one. Let's get into the pineapple one. Hopefully this one tastes better than a peach. And that looks like kind of watered down pineapple juice. I mean, I've had the regular pineapple before. I think I might have even reviewed it, and it's super tasty. I really enjoyed the regular pineapple. But that was a yellowish color like the pineapple. This is the peach one here. If I had three hands, I'd hold all three of them up. And that's the original. The original is like the normal color for the Finnish long drink. So the first two, when I opened them up, they had a big burst of scent, like the zero sugar citrus, big burst of that citrus long drink scent that you always get when you're drinking the long drink. The peach, when it opened up, big burst of peach. The pineapple, nothing. Didn't get any big whiff of scents there. So let's get my nose up on it. That actually smells like fresh pineapple juice. It's not very strong. But when you get your nose down in there, it actually smells like fresh pineapple juice. I hope it tastes like fresh pineapple juice because the full flavor one's pretty close. That's surprising. I'm not getting any of that fake sweetener in this one. Not that I can pick up. Maybe I've gone blind to it already, trying three different ones in a row. But that tastes like maybe Jarritos pineapple soda, kind of. Tastes like fresh pineapple juice from a pineapple that is maybe a day or two too early. Like if you took a pineapple that wasn't quite ripe, that maybe needed another day or two to ripen, and then made pineapple juice out of it, that's kind of what this tastes like. It tastes like if you cut up a fresh pineapple and eat a couple chunks first before you let it sit for a minute in the fridge or whatever, and it even almost has that like that quality that pineapples have when you eat fresh pineapple. That I forget what it is, whatever it is that can tear up your mouth if you eat too much of it. It's almost got that quality, the flavor too. This pineapple Finnish long drink is delicious. Between the three of them, I could do without the peach. The peach just wasn't very strong and too much fake sugar flavor in it. This one here, as you've seen in my blind taste challenge, if you watch that, did pretty good in the blind taste challenge. And this one is delicious. If you like the long drink but don't want all the sugar, watching your calories or whatever, I would go with this one. This is pretty damn tasty. This one here, of the three of them, this one is really good. If you like pineapple, this would be right up your alley. This would be right up your alley. I mean, this is really tasty. Really, really good pineapple flavor. Yeah, you're right. Peach is a hard flavor to get in beverages. And I don't know what they're actually using to get the peach flavor. I assume it's all fake nonsense, fake flavoring, but I could be wrong. Maybe they're using natural flavoring. Let me see if it says on the can here. Even my burp just tasted like pineapple, which is crazy. Um, Product USA. See if it says anything here. Okay, gin with natural peach and juniper berry flavors, carbonated, colored with carrot juice and artificial sweeteners. I why do you have to artificially color beverages? There's no reason to artificially color beverages. Just leave them the color they are. Just absolutely leave them the color they are. See what the pineapple says. Same thing. Gin with natural pineapple flavor, carbonation, artificial sweeteners, and artificial color. That's even worse because at least the pineapple had carrot juice coloring. This is artificial coloring. So, and they're both natural flavors. I'm not a big fan of the natural flavor. I think you should just write what's in the beer or in the beverage, in the food, whatever. Don't just put natural flavors. I know there's trade secrets and things, but do we really need natural flavors? Because natural flavors to me just means it's some fake stuff or some chemicals that haven't been regulated yet. Um, that might have been derived from some natural source at some point. But to me, the minute you say natural flavors, I'm saying that it's some sort of fake nonsense. Again, it's a shame that they use coloring in both of these. At least this one, like I said, was carrot juice. I mean, if you're going to color a beverage, I suppose I'm okay with using real coloring like carrot juice. I don't consider that like a fake um, coloring or fake additive. If they're just grinding up carrots, making carrot juice, and putting it in there for color, I'm cool with that. But if they're using some fake nonsense like this, like the pineapple, which says artificial color, you don't need any of that. It doesn't need to be some color looking like this if it's not that naturally. You don't need to add fake color. If the beverage is good and tasty, who cares what color it is? Most people don't care what color the beverage is, as long as it's good and tasty. So let me drink this peach one down a little bit. As my earbud falls out. And for those of you watching, I probably shouldn't even be drinking tonight because I have to catch a flight tomorrow. But I don't have anything else to do tomorrow other than catch a flight. Sure, I'll be doing some airport drinking. Sesame Street. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Got those two down pretty good. Go back to the regular. I wish I could have a microphone in my mouth to pick up how fizzy these drinks sound, especially the citrus flavor, how fizzy they sound in the mouth. And you can feel it a little bit. You can feel the effervescence a little bit, but the carbonation is so loud when you get the liquid in your mouth. It's wild. It's almost like ocean waves. So I'm going to do something crazy here since I've got three different beverages, three different flavors. Why not make a cuvee out of them, right? So the pineapple into the peach. See how that tastes? Pineapple definitely overpowers the peach. That's for sure. And the peach does give it a little bit of that fake flavoring, fake sweetener. But the peach and pineapple is pretty tasty. What? It's either going to be awful or all competing to nothing. Look, the peach pineapple is pretty tasty, although the peach unfortunately adds a little bit of that fake sugar to it. But the pineapple just overpowers everything. So now I'm going to add the citrus to it. Because why not? I'm a professional drinker, right? Add that citrus in there. That smells like pineapple and citrus. Surprisingly, the pineapple is still the dominant flavor in that. And I feel like adding the citrus in kind of got rid of some of that fake sugar flavor, the fake sweetener flavor. You do get a little, yeah, we should. We should definitely put LinkedIn. I haven't touched my LinkedIn in years. We should definitely put professional drinker on our LinkedIn's. But surprising that citrus kind of knocked out the fake flavor, the fake sugar flavor, fake sweetener flavor. And it's like pineapple with a kick of citrus in the back end. The mix is pretty good. And again, I don't know why anybody would watch me or why people would tune in. But if you're just tuning in now, I'm just talking about this new variety pack here. If I could pick it up without dropping everything, this new variety pack, the Finnish long drink, zero sugar variety pack. It's got citrus, peach, and pineapple, zero sugar, 99 calories, 5% alcohol, gluten free. I know a lot of people out there are gluten free, so this would be an easy beverage for you to drink. They're pretty. The Finnish long drink is pretty easy to find. I think it's in most places. Allegedly, they're going to start distributing up into Canada now, and it's a tasty, tasty beverage. That mixed 12 pack is, or it cost me. I paid $23 with tax for it, so about $2 a can. But it's 5% alcohol. If you drank a 12 pack of that, you'd be pretty flutered. Of course, Rod J's LinkedIn's as a legend because he is the legend. If you're gluten free, don't want sugar, don't want that kind of stuff, check these beverages out. Again, unfortunately, they are contain some flavoring and artificial coloring, and I'm not sure exactly what the sweeteners are, but from what I've heard, they're more along the lines of aspartame or something else. Again, I'm just stuck on that word aspartame because I can't think of any of the other fake flavorings other than stevia, which I know they don't use, or at least allegedly, according to some comments I've seen. But for a zero sugar beverage that's gluten free, this one right here, the pineapple, and this one right here, the citrus, are super tasty. They're easy to drink. I could pound a ton of these. I get in trouble with these. I have gotten in trouble with these. They're not. There's a ton of different versions out there, especially if you're in Europe or Finland. Finland. I mean, this is a Finnish beverage. It was made and designed in 1952 in Finland. It's a Finnish beverage, and they have tons of them. Like I said, I was hanging out with Etsafirum. They're a Finnish metal band, and they were telling me that there is so many varieties and different manufacturers, different varieties of these drinks in Europe especially in Finland. Even like grocery chain kind of generic varieties. They said some are great, some are terrible. Hartwall Original, if you ever see it, is the best. Um, I don't think there's any red dye in here. Oh, what's up? What's up, Big Rome? You've got the Finnish long drink. It's pretty tasty if you want something that's not a beer. It's a pretty tasty citrus beer or citrus beverage. Nice. Cheers, my friend. But yeah, apparently there's tons and tons of them in Finland. I'm stoked to see them finally come over to the U.S. The first one I saw in the U.S. was the Finnish long drink, which is this one here, but this is a zero sugar version. I've started to see the original, the Hartwall original, which is the original one I've ever had, the original one from Finland. That's the best one if you can find it. If you can find it, that is the by far the best one. I've seen a couple other ones. That Lonkero. It's a shame that one that doesn't taste as good to me, especially since they support a charity. Yeah, you can definitely get in big trouble with these. These are so tasty. These are absolutely delicious. You can crush these like soda. I just started seeing the Hartwall real recently, like this year. Excuse me, I've only seen it in limited places, but the Hartwall is phenomenal. I mean, it is the original one. It's the one that they made for the 1952 Olympics. Phenomenal. But the Finnish long drink, the blue can, the original with all the sugar and stuff, that is really, really close to Hartwall original. I took a bunch of them down to Columbus the other week to Ensiferum. Again, they're a bunch of Finnish people, Finnish metal band. I gave them a bunch of the long drink, Hartwall, or the Finnish long drink. This one, but the original flavor, the blue can, the sugar one. And they said it was one of the best ones they've tried outside of Finland, or it's the best one they've tried outside of Finland, and one of the best ones they've had compared to Hartwall original. They said it was a little tiny off, but they said it was really good. And that's when they started telling me about all the other ones that they can find in Finland, that like the grocery store ones that are terrible. So they gave it their seal of approval. And if you go find Sammy, the bass player, his Instagram, he even took a picture with it because he liked it so much. But if you're looking for a tasty alcoholic beverage, it's not a mixed drink, kind of like a ready to drink beverage, 5% alcohol, you can't go wrong with these, especially the full flavor ones. Again, if you're looking for something zero sugar, these right here, this one and this one for sure. Let me get the can around, the pineapple and the citrus. These are amazing. Really good for just sugar-free alcoholic beverages. And if you watch my channel enough, you know I talk about this drink constantly. I know it's not beer. Yeah, it's definitely a summer crusher. Well, I've never had it with I don't think I've ever mixed it with vodka, surprisingly. I better be pretty good with a shot of vodka and lime. Yeah, I agree. Most of the canned cocktails, fruity beverages, not up my alley. But this stuff right here, it is delicious. I mean, I remember the first time I had this was when I was in Finland. The Finnish guys kept telling me about it. Finally made it to Finland, and I had it. I was like, oh my God, this is so dangerous. This is so tasty. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I watch you as much as I can. Sometimes I get backed up with my travels and things, but I'm always checking out at least a video or two of you a day when I'm home. When I'm on the road, it gets a little tough. Love watching your videos. Love what you do. Yeah, a lot of fruity sours can be too sweet, especially for 16 ounces of them. So a lot of those fruited sours, they're tasty, they're delicious, but 16 ounces of them is just way too much. One of the beers that I did with Don from Don's Beer Reviews a while back was this beer right here. This Hop and Frog Forest the Crusher Quadruple Imperial Stout, 15.7% alcohol, and that's the perfect size right there. 8.45 fluid ounces. This was an amazing beer, really good, but I would not want more than that. 8 ounces was almost too much. And I wish some of these fruited sours and things would come in some smaller cans. because although they're really good, yeah, sometimes it's just too much. Yeah, dude, I love what you do. I love watching your channel. Love watching your videos. I just get backed up on time sometimes, man. Yeah, it's perfect for that size, especially for almost 16% alcohol beer. I just watched your video on that Mexican beer. I don't remember what it's called right now. I just watched it an hour or two ago. Never heard of that one. Uh, no, it's just a Imperial Quadruple Stout. Um, I don't know if it even describes it on the can here says it's a super extreme quadruple oatmeal Russian style imperial stout with tantalize, engulf, and quash your taste buds like no other. Dry hopped and first wort hopped with aromatic hops to create a great and memorable imperial stout. Yeah, it's just a imperial stout that's just crazy high alcohol. It's really tasty. I hope he goes down to TK's. Hopefully, TK's drinking again. I'd love to hook up with you guys. I mean, if TK hasn't been drinking in a while, and if he's not drinking still, depending on what time of year it is, if it's like June, maybe you guys just come down here and hang out with me. Because right now it looks like I'll be home in May and June, but I'll be gone July, August, September. Be great to hang out with you guys. Drew's amazing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, you start getting older, you got to watch your health. Got to get back into shape. But Drew's an awesome dude. You'd love hanging out with him. He's a great guy. I need to get on some lives with him. But life gets in the way all the time. But Drew is awesome. He's so much fun. Excuse me. Yeah, I definitely have some cool bars around here. I'd love it if you and Drew came down for a weekend or something. I gotta get up to Buffalo. Maybe in uh, May, June when I have some free time, I get back up to Buffalo. Yeah, I swear, all I do is watch beer videos anymore. Everybody's beer videos on YouTube. Constantly watching people's beer videos. That's pretty good. Like I see a lot of crazy beers that I wish I could have because I want to try every beer in the world. If you're bored one day, there's a crazy video out there. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore or where it is. It was called, I think it was called Beer Tickers, something like that. TK and I watched it probably 10, 15 years ago, and they followed this guy around in the UK. And he had a notebook that he would write down every beer he had and like notes about the beer and whatever. And they were following this guy around. And while they were filming, this dude tried his 40,000th, like 40,000 different beer. And it was insane. Like 40,000 different beers. That's crazy. The guy was pretty nerdy and weird. And he kind of cheated a little bit, in my opinion, because he would show up to like beer festivals and beer tastings and things, and he'd have a big duffel bag full of empty like 4-ounce bottles or whatever. And he would just take samples of like 4-ounce samples of every single beer and label them, write them down, and go back home and try them all and log them in, log all his notes. But he was called a beer ticker. It's some YouTube thing called beer tickers. I wonder if I can figure out what it was. It was crazy. It's kind of slow a little bit, but it was super interesting to see this guy doing this like 15 years ago. Man, what was it called? Oh, it was called Beer Tickers Beyond the Ale from 2009. Beer Tickers Beyond the Ale. It was, yeah, I mean, in 2009 in the UK, the guy had tried 40,000 different beers. But the wild thing was he kept a notebook. He had notebooks and notebooks and notebooks where he wrote down like the beer name, the brewery, tasting notes, all the information you could find about the beer. Way before we had these things to keep track of everything with Untapped and whatever. Yeah, bless his liver. I wonder if he's still alive. If he's still alive, that was 2009. He's got to be 60, 70,000 beers in by now if he's still doing it and he's still alive. Easily. And that's insane. I mean, I'd love to try every beer in the world, although I'm drinking one of these ready to drink. Oh, that can's still full. Trying one of these ready to drink Finnish long drinks, the zero sugar, trying to be healthy, right? This is a delicious, tasty beverage. Anybody out there just tuning in or watching this later, I was just talking about reviewing this package of ready to drink that I just found. It's called it's the Finnish long drink zero sugar variety pack. It's got 3 flavors: pineapple, peach, and citrus. Zero sugar, 99 calories, 5% alcohol, gluten free. For all you gluten free people out there or people with celiac disease, cost me about $23. Pretty tasty if you want something zero sugar. The peach wasn't that good, but the other two, the pineapple and the citrus, were delicious. Absolutely delicious. Delicious and refreshing. I really wish I could like capture the sound of the drink when it's in my mouth because it's just so effervescent sounding. It's crazy. Sounds like the ocean. Sounds like a beach. So I don't know what everybody else is up to tonight. I probably shouldn't even be doing this. Shouldn't be pounding a bunch of 5% alcohol drinks when I have to catch a flight tomorrow. But whatever. I got nothing better to do, right? Probably have a dozen videos to edit, backed up and all that. Flying to Knoxville tomorrow. But I'm just drinking live at this point. Switching to beer. I don't have any beers left to drink because I tried to get all the beers that I needed to drink drank before I left for tour. Because a lot of those beers were beers that I can't leave for a month or two because they might go bad. Still have some stouts and some other things in this fridge that will last for a while, but I don't have any just general drinking beers. I try to get rid of them all before I leave because I don't want general drinking beers, burner beers, crushing beers sitting around for 5 weeks while I'm not home. Yeah, if you can find I know they make a bunch of different variety packs. The Finnish Long Drink makes a bunch of different variety packs. Well, it's making me burp. They have the full flavor variety packs, and they have this new one, which is the zero sugar one. And the zero sugar one, again, the pineapple and the citrus are really tasty. Or these are really tasty. The peach, not so much. The cranberry one is okay. It's not bad, but I've had the cranberry Heartwall, the original long drink one in Finland, and the cranberry Heartwall is better. The Finnish long drink cranberry is okay. It's not the best. It'd probably be good with some vodka. The strong, the strong will get you loopy. I mean, the strong does have that's the one in the black can. It you do know that you're drinking some higher alcohol beverage. I mean, you get a little bit of the booziness in there, or you taste it, you know that it's got some alcohol, but it is delicious. If you did a 6 pack of the strong, you'd be straight. But it is tasty. Like the cranberry, the Finnish long drink cranberry isn't the greatest, but it's not terrible. I mean, I would drink it. I've drank a lot of it. Pretty good. I would pour the cranberry over ice and put a shot of vodka in it. It'd be absolutely delicious. These things are so dangerous. I'm crushing through them. I need to find another flavor. How do I keep pulling out the same flavor? Yeah, peach. Man, if I crush through this 12 pack tonight, I'll be in rough shape tomorrow at the airport. But all I gotta do is get up, and get to the airport. Got nothing to do tomorrow but get to the airport. I'm all packed, all set up, ready to go. Then I head down to Knoxville, start the Hymns and Dissonance tour with Whitechapel. That's going to be a banging tour. Cheers, Big Room. I'll be crushing some Modelo's tomorrow at the airport. Hey, what's up, FLX? Cheers. Yeah, I'm just talking about this right here. I don't know if you guys get the Finnish long drink in your area, but they just put out this right here. It's a zero sugar variety pack. Citrus, peach, and pineapple, zero sugar, 99 calories, 5% alcohol, gluten free. I keep saying this, but the citrus and the pineapple are really tasty. The peach, a little bit of a letdown. And if you ever want to try one of these ready to drink kind of things, these are amazing. The Finnish long drink, get the blue one first. The Finnish long drink, the blue one, the straight up citrus. It's super tasty. Really tasty. If you're looking for something other than a beer, if you want something to drink, you're going out. I know a lot of bars carry this stuff. If you're going out, you want like a tasty beverage, but you're not in the mood for beer and you're not in the mood for like mixed drinks. These things right here, these Finnish long drinks, the long drinks, these are super tasty beverages. You can pound a lot of these, get in big trouble with them, but they're very tasty. If you had a long night of drinking, have to go out the next day, hang out with friends, go back to the bar, go do something, and you just don't want to do liquor, you don't want to do beer, this is perfect. This is super easy to drink when you're hungover. It's great hair of the dog. Highly recommend it. Can't recommend it enough. I know everybody out there that watches my channel knows that I review a lot of these, reviewed a ton of them, talk about them regularly. It's just one of my favorite beverages. And if you remember the soda Fresca, I know it's still around. Not a lot of people see it, not a lot of people drink it, but if you see Fresca, it's really good. I'll take this over Hard Mountain Dew every day of the week. I will take this over Hard Mountain Dew. I don't care what the price is. This is way better than Hard Mountain Dew, in my opinion. Especially, I wish I had a can of the original or a can of the dark blue Finnish long drink. But get the Finnish long drink, the full flavor Finnish long drink, the blue one. My opinion, it's way better than that Hard Mountain Dew. I need to try that Hard Mountain Dew. I have had a couple of them, but that was before I had my channel. I don't quite remember it. I was probably pretty fluid when I was drinking them. But I had a buddy of mine who used to drink them regularly. He was really big into them. Maybe in the spring when I get back from Whitechapel tour, I'll pick up some of those Hard Mountain Dews and review them. I need to do some of those Arizona iced teas too. But yeah, definitely pick up dark blue can of the Finnish long drink. Cheers, last beer. What's up? Just sitting here talking about a couple of these different zero alcohol Finnish long drinks. I just bought a variety pack. It's got peach, citrus, and pineapple. Pineapple and citrus is banging. Yeah, I remember when Code Red came out and Code Red was delicious. That was my jam for a while. So I really want to try that Code Red again. I don't know if I've ever tried the Code Red or not. I remember they said a friend of mine, he used to buy like the mixed 12 packs of it when it first came out. But I don't remember if Code Red was in there or not. It may have been, but I was probably a little 3 sheets in when I tried all of them. But Code Red used to be really good. Cheers. I'm about to go to work. In about what would be 36 minutes, I start getting paid. That'll be fun. I'm going to be drunk all night and all day tomorrow in the airport. Hopefully, I'm not too drunk to get on my flight. Big Rome, I'll be pounding some Modelo's tomorrow when I get to the airport. I never really drank the live wire. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I ever really drank the live wire. Kind of. I don't drink much soda anymore. I mean, I don't think I've ever had anything from Brewhost. I see a lot of people reviewing Brewhost. But I don't think I've ever had a Brewhost beer. And if I have, it was either somebody sent to me or it was a collaboration. I've been seeing a lot of people review Brewhosts lately, and I need to go find some of those. Where's Brewhost out of? I bet orange is pretty tasty. I bet orange is real tasty. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of soda anymore. I am particularly like cherry. Uh, oh, what's that? Cheer wine. Cheer wine's probably my favorite soda in the world. You only get in the South. Oh, Portland. I'll be in Portland either later this month or early next month. I'm gonna look at my schedule here. I'll be in Portland in April. I'll see if I can find some brewhouse when I'm in Portland. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna be anywhere near a good beer store, but I'll see if I can find some brewhouse in April. I'll have to try to find that. I've seen a lot of brew tubers lately reviewing the brewhouse beers. Yeah, exactly. I every time I go to a cookout when I'm down in Knoxville, I always get Cheerwine. Cheerwine's amazing. Cheerwine's probably the best cherry soda. Yeah, it's probably the best cherry soda. Oh, are you heading back from your concert? What was? Oh, I can't remember the name of that band you just saw. How was the concert? Those guys, like, I went and checked them out after I talked to you, and they kind of remind me of like a mix of the Doors and the Beatles. It sounded like something that it's out of my wheelhouse, but it sounded like something I would definitely listen to if I was in the right mood. Great band. Yeah, I've been to what's it called? Empire Live. I think that's what it's called. There's a couple other venues I've been to in Rochester. I don't think I'm going to be around Rochester this time. Get to Albany quite a bit. What's that other venue I've been to in Rochester? But yeah, I do get to Rochester once in a while. Is it Empire Live or what the hell is the name of that concert venue? Gotta Google it. Been in Water Street Music Hall. What are the other concert venues there? Uh, Man, I can't remember all the names of the concert venues in Rochester. But yeah, I've been there quite a few times. It's a cool city. I think Water Street and Empire Live or somewhere else. Definitely, I haven't been there in a little while, but I'll definitely give you guys a shout out. Oh God, the bug jar, Jesus, I remember the bug jar. And maybe my geography isn't the best. How far are you guys away from Albany? I think it might have been a montage once. Yeah, I get there. I get in that area once in a while. I mean, I'm out with a lot of kind of crazy metal bands, not a lot of mainstream stuff. Fair enough. Fair enough. I got a friend in Albany. That's why I was asking. I go to Albany quite regularly. One of the weirdest venues I've ever been to in my life, one of the weirdest places I've ever been in my life was the Egg in Albany. If you've never seen the Egg or never been to the Egg, just Google it. Just go look at pictures of the Egg. It's the weirdest looking venue in the world. Man, I hope you had a good time, Sammy. I mean, that's phenomenal. You went and got to see live music. I love live music. I don't care what it is. I love live music. Oh, nice. Okay. Um, FLX in the Buffalo area. Have you ever been to One Eyed Cat? Sammy, I love live music. I'll go see anything. I don't care what it is. I've gone and seen crazy hip hop, bluegrass, country, jazz. Of course, I'm a heavy metal fan. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's live music. Yeah, it's a cool spot. I've been there a couple times, or I've been there once. Been there once. It's a cool spot. Yeah, it's crazy. Like anybody that watches my channel knows I'm a big metalhead, and wildly enough, the first show I went to after all the nonsense in the between the before times and the current times, I went and saw Struggle Jennings. That was my first concert after everything opened up again. So that's the kind of things I listen to. I listen to everything, watch everything, go everywhere. Oh, where am I going to be this summer? I'm going to be downtown Buffalo is a cool time. Spent a lot of time in downtown Buffalo over the years. It's a cool time. I don't know how close this is to you, FLX, if you're still there, but I'm guessing Saratoga Springs is too far. His struggle's amazing. I've seen him twice now. Puts on an excellent show. Great show. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It's crazy that was the first show I ever went to after the in between times when we weren't allowed to go do anything. Don't know how much I'm allowed to say on YouTube about that special time where we weren't allowed to do anything, but Struggle was the first show back. I saw, happened to see on the internet that the one venue down the street from my house I could walk to was having a show, and I didn't care what it was. I went to it. Struggle Jennings. It was amazing. Oh, that's amazing. You're going to go see Parkway Drive? I'm not very familiar with them. I know they're a great band. A lot of people talk about them. I just really haven't spent a lot of time listening to them. But that's awesome. I hope you have a great time. Oh, you're going to go see an orchestra. That's amazing. Orchestras are phenomenal times. I went and saw, I forget what it was. It was one Halloween. It was some four-piece string quartet, I guess you'd call it, playing all horror movie theme music at where was that? It was at one of the concert halls on the campus of Cleveland State University, or no, might have been Case Western Reserve. It was amazing. Orchestras are phenomenal. I enjoy watching orchestras. I don't know if you remember, and Sammy, you might be into this. If you like Danzig, or if you like orchestra music, not even if you like Danzig, if you like orchestra music in general, check out. Oh, it just slipped my mind what it's called. Black Aria. There's an album called Black Aria. It's a whole orchestral album that was, I think, written and I don't know if it's conducted, but it was written by Glenn Danzig. It's very dark. It's amazing. If you like orchestral music, check that out. Absolutely check that out. It's time to pull another random one of these. Oh god damn it! It's another peach. I don't want another peach. I just drank a peach and peach again. I guess all that's left is pineapple. I dig down in the box because I have all the other ones sitting out. Yeah, I definitely need to check them out more. I know a lot of people that really, really dig Parkway Drive. I've just never really gotten into them. I haven't listened to them much. It's sad, man. Like I used to be a huge music fan. I mean, I still am. I'm still a crazy music fan, and thank you, Big Room. Unfortunately, this brewery right here just closed down. But I used to be a huge music fan. Used to read all the music magazines, go through everything. Then when I got into the industry, kind of stopped. Kind of sleep on a lot of bands. I listened to all the bands I work for. Listen to the bands that like tour with the bands I work for, and kind of keeps me from, in a way, it keeps me from listening to new music. When I'm home, I do have satellite radio in my truck, but I don't drive a lot. But I just don't get a lot of the music anymore. I'll tell you, one of the new bands that I'm really into right now is Chat Pile, though. Chat Pile's amazing. Dude, Whitechapel, they're the godfathers of deathcore. They're crazy. So good live. Their musicianship's amazing. Their new album is, if you like heavy stuff, their new album is phenomenal. But it's kind of sad. Like when I got into music, it kind of caused me to stop listening to a lot of new bands because all I listen to now are bands I work for, bands I tour with, because I want to be familiar with this stuff. Dude, that's sick, bro. Really appreciate that. Love your support with them. Phenomenal dudes, super nice guys, good old dudes from Tennessee. Great band, super, super nice people. Really. I saw Limp Bizkit in the 90s, not to age myself, and they were phenomenal in the 90s. And they put on a really good live show in the 90s back on the Family Values tour. I'd love to go see Limp Bizkit again. I mean, they really put on a hell of a show in the 90s. I'd love to go see them again. That's great to hear that they still got it. That's awesome. I love seeing these bands that have been around for a long time still putting out really good shows. And even a lot of these bands that don't put out, I don't want to say good music or great music anymore, but the music they put out isn't what the fan base is really into, or they're just doing their own thing now. They still put on a hell of live shows. They put on crazy live shows. I agree, Big Room. Time and place for everything. I'll listen to everything. I mean, Young Gravy is amazing. Matt is phenomenal. I love Young Gravy. He is one of the most personable, super great people. His shows are phenomenal. He's just hilarious. Alpha Strain. I gotta check that out. Let me find a pen here. Oh man, there's a chick band I just saw. I can't remember the name of the band right now. What was this chick band? I got to look up my messages. So I was telling people about it. Um, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What the hell was that band called? What the hell was that band called? God, I can't remember it now. Too many text messages. Oh, it was called Gouge Away. Gouge Away was a phenomenal metal band. If you're into metal, check out Gouge Away. Gouge Away was an incredible band. Totally agree, but it's so hard to keep your finger on the pulse when you're working in the industry. So you're only hearing you're hearing the same band 30, 40 nights in a row, and you got to be familiar with the band when you're in my position dealing with the fans every day. So hopefully that band brings some new blood to the tour, brings in new bands. That's the only way I really find out about new bands is when these touring bands bring new bands in, and I get into them. But sometimes, like still in the industry, you get friends like, "Hey, check this band out, check this band out." But yeah, it's tough anymore to keep out with a lot of these bands. Gravy Train, that's a phenomenal song. I play that song a lot. Oh yeah, Knock Loose is good. I saw Knock Loose at some weird festival in Belgium or Netherlands or something one year, and they were amazing. Never heard of either of those bands. I have to check them out. Gal and Gel. Got to write all this stuff down. Hey, check out Gouge Away. Gouge Away, female front of band, female singer, really good. If you're like into that hard, heavy metal, but it's almost like hardcore kind of hardcore, almost a little punky. They're really good. Oh, I Hate God. That's old school. I Hate God. Super old school. I saw them once. I forget who they opened for, but it was amazing. But that was years ago. Sammy, I love your shorts, man. I wish I could jump on more of them. Once in a while, like it's so crazy because a lot of times when you do shorts or when you do lives, I'm busy doing other things and can't really jump on or drink. You're live the other night when you're from that bar or brewery when you had all those trolls. That was absurd. Those trolls were absurd. I mean, that was nonsense. Sammy, you gotta message me how you can make people moderators. But in case I ever get some trolls like that, the trolls were crazy. I remember Walls of Jericho. I saw them. They were on Mayhem Fest, I think, one year, and then there used to be this wild festival in Western Ohio called Woodshock. I saw them a couple of times at Woodshock. I mean, they were great. They were a really cool band. I dig Walls of Jericho. That's a throwback for sure. But I'm into all kind of music, all kind of metal. I mean, I've even been to the. I hate. I kind of hate admitting this, but I've even been to the Gathering of the Juggalos. That was an epic adventure. The Gathering of Juggalos was absolutely insane. It was crazy. I forget what year it was. It might have been 2014, but that was just mind blowing. And those people, everybody gives them a lot of crap. Those were some of the nicest people in the world. Although there was some dude the year I was there. Apparently, there was some dude that was like robbing people, and they figured out who it was, and they found the guy's car, and they destroyed the guy's car. They like took the car completely apart. They went out in the parking lot, like found him, found his car, and completely shredded the car. Like it was not drivable after they were done because the dude was going around the campsites and stealing shit. And that's how much they hated that because it, everybody gives the Juggalos a bunch of crap and the music kind of cheesy, but those people, I mean, they always go family. I mean, it really is. I mean, those people look out for each other. It's wild. And even like the local stores and restaurants and gas stations and things we always talk about how these crusty little weirdos would come in and how nice and polite they were and how they would spend money and they were some of the best customers. It's crazy how bad of a image they get, how much bad rap they get. Yeah, those trolls were absolutely insane. It was wild. Like I was trying to block them for you, and somebody else was, and then that one dude was like giving him 87,000 second timeout, which is hilarious. It's like 24 hours. But that was wild. Dude, how good was it? Was the Pantera, the new Pantera, really good? I saw Pantera probably 5 times back in the late '90s, and they were phenomenal. R.I.P. Dimebag. I've got two bracelets on my arm, and both of them are dime bag bracelets. Like, phenomenal guitar player, nicest dude in the world, and I'm super lucky. I'm going to be out this summer working for a band called Amon Amarth, and they're supporting Pantera in the U.S. I'm so stoked to go see that. I can't wait to see Pantera like 30 times. It's going to be amazing. I hope my channel grows. Only sold in liquor stores. I'm not familiar with the beer laws in New York. Why is it only sold in liquor stores? Can they only sell RTD ready to drink beverages in liquor stores? Like, do they not sell twisted teas and some of the other things in beer stores and gas stations or whatever, or anything other than beer? Do you have to go to a liquor store for in New York? I'm not sure. Oh, Gojira is amazing. I love Gojira. They're amazing. Yeah, but this isn't. I don't. I guess it's not liquor. I mean, I guess it depends on your law and the definition. I wouldn't call this liquor. It's a ready to drink beverage. But I guess if they classify it as liquor, it makes sense. Again, I wish I had a can of the full flavor sitting around here. Um, but I would go get it's a blue can. That would be my first one to try. It is the full flavor. It's a blue can. Give me a second here. Let me look. I do have an empty can of the strong in my trash. That's the strong. It's like eight. Was it 8%? Of course, I need the flashlight for it. 8.5%. This is really good. It'll get you messed up, but it does taste a little bit like liquor. But if you can get the dark blue, definitely try it out. Oh, I didn't know that. So your laws are somewhere in between Pennsylvania and Ohio. I had no idea that you couldn't get like the RTDs, the low alcohol mixed kind of canned mixed drinks and things. So can you get but you can get twisted teas. So when you bought the hard Mountain Dew, did you have to buy that at a liquor store or a grocery store? Yeah, but I don't know if this is considered a hard seltzer or I guess it might be considered a liquor drink. I know the band. I'm familiar with the band. I haven't listened to them much. Um, I'm not that familiar with that part of music. Funny enough, I started out years ago as a screen printer, printing T-shirts, and we used to bootleg. The company I worked for actually bootlegged Burzum. We bootlegged Dark Throne, bootlegged Dark Funeral. Didn't have the license for any of it, and we printed a ton of it, and we used to sell it all in Canada. So it's funny, but I've never seen them live. Oh, because the Hard Mountain Dew must be a malt beverage and not a liquor drink. See, I wouldn't call this personally. I wouldn't call this a liquor drink, but I guess because it's a get the flashlight back out here so I can read this. Gin with natural grapefruit and juniper. I guess since gin is the base, I can see it. But I wouldn't call it a hard liquor drink. But I can understand how they would regulate it that way. Alcohol laws and liquor laws are so dumb, especially state to state. It's so bizarre. I'm guessing FLX and Big Rome, I'm guessing you don't have brew throughs. What we call brew throughs here in Ohio, or drive throughs, where you can just drive through, pick up beers and cheap booze, like low alcohol booze, wine, cheap wine, like Boone's Farm or whatever. I'm guessing you guys don't have that where you live. But back to this Bertram thing, it's pretty funny. Like again, I said we used to bootleg them. They're a crazy band. I, I don't know. I can't say they really have one. I mean, it's really odd to explain, but they're not celebrities to me. They're just normal people. Even even bands that I haven't met or haven't worked for, and they might be huge people. They're just regular people to me. So I don't know that I even have a crush on any chick metal singer or whatever or what have you. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones out there. The other problem is in my industry, you see these very good looking women, and a lot of people have crushes on them, and you meet them, and you're like, this chick sucks. She's not cool. So even though they're really good looking, you're like, I don't want to talk to her. So it's weird. Like I don't have a really celebrity crush on anybody in metal that I can think of. I know that's not the answer you wanted. I can't pronounce that word. Canonadagia. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Yeah, neither have I. But you speak of the Misfits. So there was this restaurant called Melt that was real popular in Ohio. And they got real big for a minute, had like 13, 15 uh, locations around Ohio. And then the pandemic hit, and people started looking for being healthy because Melt used to do like these big, giant, crazy grilled cheese sandwiches. They were on Man vs. Food. I think Guy Fieri was there. They did a couple other the food channels were there, and unfortunately, they went under. And just recently, they closed their last and final store. The original store was walking distance from my house. They closed their last store, and I went down there because they just opened the store up, buy whatever we have, selling everything. And I picked this up right here, and it's I know it's not the Misfits, but it relates to it. It's Sam Hain live from 1986 from some bar I've never even heard of. I picked this crazy picture up. I mean, that's Glenn Danzig right there singing in some crazy small ass bar. I have seen the Misfits, but not the original. I've met Doyle before. I saw the Misfits when they toured with Type of Negative in like the late '90s. It was a great show. Yeah, this is the longest Finnish long drink review ever. It turned into just chatting with people and talking, and who cares? Whatever, as long as people are watching and chiming in, and engaging. Dude, I saw Danzig. It would be my first. This was my first like national or international touring concert ever. My first big concert ever. It was Glenn Danzig. It was Danzig. They were the headliner. Marilyn Manson was the main support, and this stupid ass band with a dumbass backwards R that my friends and I all made fun of were the opener. They were called Corn. and they were the opener for this tour. And we were all making fun of them, like, what is this stupid backwards R? Who would call their name Corn? This is stupid. And they came out on stage, and as soon as their first note hit, we were all like, and couldn't believe it. And immediately ran out the next day to the local CD store and bought their CD. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. There were so many different crazy things, but this picture right here, and it's really funny because I was at the checkout line and I forget what the owner said. He said something about the picture, and the lady's like, "Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't want that. I don't know why I grabbed it." I looked at her, looked at him, like, "I'll buy that right now. I'll take that right now." Chatting about chatting. Oh, I love doing live. I just don't have the time usually, or when I do have the time, it's way later than this because I'm a night cat. I mean, when I'm at home, I get up at 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon and stay up till 7, 8 in the morning, which sucks because when I have to go on tour, I gotta flip my schedule around and start getting up at 7, 8, 9 in the morning. So it makes it rough when I first head out on tour, like tomorrow. Luckily, my flight tomorrow is a little later, and I don't have to do anything until Friday morning. But I'm a night guy. That's why I watch a lot of your lives when YouTube actually notifies me that you're live, and that's a bummer because a lot of times I'm awake and on the computer when you're doing lives, but YouTube doesn't notify me until after the fact. I totally agree. I totally agree. A couple of years ago, I got to see Black Flag. I mean, it's not the original lineup, obviously, but I was in Iowa or somewhere. The venue was called the Gas Lamp or the Gaslight or something. And I was just out hitting some breweries, drinking some beers. I went to a brewery called Exile. I remember that. I went to a brewery called Exile. If you look up where Exile is, you'll know what city I was in. And I just didn't like the vibe. The beers are good. I didn't like the vibe. So I walked up the hill to this other brewery. As I was walking up the hill, I see this bar venue place just chock packed full of people. I hear like kind of metal punk rock music. It's like, man, I want to go there. So I went up the hill to another brewery, bought a beer, and I looked up like, where is this place? What is this place? What's playing? I saw it was Black Flag, and I said, oh shit. Chug my beer, walk back down the hill to that venue. I'm like, hey, I want to come in and see the show. And the guy at the door was like, sold out, dude. I'm like, you can still sell me a ticket. He's like, it's sold out, dude. And luckily, I was on tour with this band right here, Whitechapel. And I had credentials with me from Whitechapel. I looked at the guy, I'm like, hey, will this get me in? Just last chance, just trying to try it. Showed him my laminate. And he started laughing. He's like, give me your hand. Stamped my hand, let me into the show. I got to see Black Flag. I know it's not the original Black Flag, and it's with the singer who's like what used to be a skater or something. But it was an epic shows. They were really good live. I really, really enjoyed the show. Man, I'm pounding through these long drinks. I'm gonna have a fun day tomorrow at the airport. It's gonna be a blast. Can't wait to get up and go to the airport. Won't be my first time going to the airport. A little fluthered. I remember one time I was in Europe in Rover, I think it was Netherlands, and the front of house guy and I sat up all night trying to drink all the whiskey on the bus for some stupid reason. And then it was time to go. I don't even remember leaving the bus. Don't remember getting to the airport. I'm on my own separate flight. Somehow I checked my bags. Don't remember checking my bags. Don't remember checking in. got through security, got through all the check-in, got on the damn plane. Don't even remember that. Next thing I remember is waking up 2 hours outside of New Jersey. Have no clue how I did any of that. It was amazing. It was all fun. I mean, I hope it was a fun time. Apparently, I still maintain because they let me on the plane. Don't remember any of it. Interesting question. What kind of music do you like? I mean, if you want to hear a mix of metal and some more stingy stuff, I recommend the Valley and the Kin because those. It's like it's actually a two-part album, the Valley and the Kin, that lead into each other. But that's when Phil, the vocalist, gets into some singing parts. It's very dark. If you actually listen to the lyrics, a lot of it's very dark. But some of their songs are almost mainstream songs for part of it. If you just want to hear the brutal stuff, this is Exile, Somatic Defilement. I really want you to listen to Hymns and Dissonance because that's the new album that just came out, I think, this week or last week. And if you're using Spotify or any of the streaming services, it really helps them out if you stream that album right now because everything about the music industry is all about album sales, all about streaming. And if you stream those albums, the first week the album comes out, it greatly helps them out because everybody judges a band on the business side of the industry on how well the album did the first week it came out, which is crazy. But Hymns and Dissonance is the album that just came out this month. It either just came out this week or last week. I'm not sure. I don't remember actually. But if you want to hear some really amazing vocals and some metal, check out the Valley and Kin. It's like a two-part story. The singer had a weird, crazy life, and a lot of that, both those albums are about his life. If you want some just brutal, heavy deathcore, this is Exile and Somatic Defilement are the ones you want to listen to. It depends on how they're used. Last year, I was working for Whitechapel, and we supported Lorna Shore, which Lorna Shore is crazy. I've been on tours with them for years where they were like the opening band. Nobody gave a shit about them. And then they got Will Ramos, who's a super nice person, phenomenal guy, really great dude. And he does these crazy pig squeals and whatever. And they blew up. And now it's absurd that a band like Lorna Shore is playing 7,000 cap venues with that kind of music. It's just wild that that's happening. But I have to say, hearing them 32 times in a month and a half, the pig squeals kind of got old. I think there's a time and a place for it. I think you can use it to your advantage, and if you do it properly, it's excellent and it fits well. But if you do it all the time, but I do listen to some crazy harder stuff too. I mean, Napalm Death I was a big fan of Napalm Death growing up, and Brutal Truth, and I mean even like Pig Destroyer and stuff. And that's some brutal lyrics, brutal singing, but it's time and place and the band. Yeah, streaming services have crushed bands. That's why bands tour so right now. I mean, in the past, before the internet or before streaming services and whatever, before Napster, bands didn't really give a shit about their live performance. They were making all their money off of physical copy sales. Then all of a sudden, the internet popped up, and everybody's streaming, bootlegging, downloading their albums. and there's no money from sales anymore. So like, what the hell? How are we gonna make money? So now they got to go on tour all the time, play live performances, and sell merchandise. And really, most bands go into debt playing live. If they're lucky, they break even with their expenses playing live because it's very expensive to play live. It's very expensive to tour any country. I mean, flights, the cost of buses, the cost of your crew, the cost of hotels, cost of your equipment. A lot of bands rent a lot of equipment. I mean, when you go to a crazy show and you see all the lights and everything going on, it's all rental stuff. They don't own that stuff. And it's crazy how much money they spend. I've worked with a ton of bands who, before the tour starts, they're already 30, 40, 50, $100,000 in debt to what they've spent to make the tour happen. I mean, the trucking, the buses, the crew, whatever. The only place bands really make money anymore is off their merchandise. And I make a joke about this, but bands are now a soundtrack for a merchandise company because all their guarantees, everything at the end of the day, if they're lucky and they budgeted really well, the guarantee breaks even. Most bands don't even get money from the ticket sales. It depends on the deals they make, though. I mean, it all depends on the deals they make and their agents, and it gets into this crazy business nonsense. Yeah, I still buy physical albums too. I've slowed down on buying CDs because the last CD player I had was in my '98 Dodge pickup truck, and the CD player died. It doesn't work anymore. So I've kind of stopped buying CDs, but I buy vinyl just to have a physical copy. I don't have a vinyl player, don't listen to vinyl, but I'll buy vinyl to have a physical copy and to support the band. Bands I really love, I'll buy multiple copies of their vinyl pre-order before it comes out just to support them. Like just recently, Whitechapel's album Hymns and Dissonance, I bought 3 different versions of that album on vinyl just to have it just to support the band. When Ensopherium, one of my most favorite bands in the world, near and dear to me, when they released their new album Winter Storm, I bought a crazy box set full of different vinyls and dumb stuff that comes with it just to support the band. Monomart, same thing. I'll buy a bunch of this stuff just to support the band, even though I don't have a way to listen to it. But I don't have a CD player anymore. And I don't use the streaming. I don't really use the streaming services. I listen to satellite radio, Sirius XM. Sometimes when I'm on the road, I'll listen to Amazon. Don't even use Spotify. Right. The streaming services really only support the bigger artists, and it's sad. What's up, Fuzzy Bear? I totally agree. Yeah, some of that stuff is just it's brain rot. I mean, it's totally brain rot. Not even everybody in the middle. Everybody in the middle makes money. Every single person in the middle makes money. The artist is the last one to get a dime. The artist is absolutely the last person to ever make money off their own music because you've got all the expenses of recording, producing, everything, and maybe the label fronts you some money, but you got to pay all those expenses before anybody in the band makes money. You got to pay for your when you go on tour. You got to pay for your crew. I mean, Whitechapel has to pay for me to fly down to Knoxville. They have to pay for me to like manage all their merchandise, and then with the merchandise, they got to pay the production costs. They got to pay for everybody involved. Sometimes you got to pay venue fees. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay everything. The band is absolutely the last entity that ever makes money. The musicians are the last person involved. After all expenses are paid, then the band gets what's left. And it's kind of bullshit because they're the ones that are producing the music everybody wants. They're the only reason my job exists. They're the only reason anybody goes out to shows, anybody listens to any of these things. The only reason Spotify exists, Apple Music exists, whatever. I love Nail Bomb. God, Nail Bomb is one of my favorite bands growing up. Oh my God, I love Nail Bomb. Proud to Commit Commercial Suicide was a phenomenal album. Health Headbangers. All right, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I was saying earlier, like once I got in the music industry, I don't check out a lot of new music unless it's a band that's supporting a band that I'm on tour with or a band that's on tour with, which kind of sucks because I used to be so hard into music. I used to subscribe to every magazine out there. I can even remember going to the local. This is going to really date me. I used to remember going to the local CD store, Easy Street Tunes, and the lady that ran that had this book that was like a New York City phone book full of every album that was available, every album come out. I would just sit there for hours going through it and just picking out bands based on the name or whatever and buying their cassettes, their CDs, whatever. And people nowadays miss that. I mean, there's no artists in the middle. The artists are never in the middle. They're always at the end of the line. Yeah, Taylor Swift is a different animal. Yeah, yeah, underground label. I get that. It's almost crazy to me that labels even exist anymore because there's almost no point to them. There's a band called Shadow of Intent, doesn't have a label, and they're doing just fine. They just avoid all the nonsense of the label. I mean, really, if you're smart and know what you're doing, what does a label have to offer you? It's not like back in the day when the label would promote you, put your albums in CD stores, push you everywhere. If you have the right connections, you don't even need a label anymore. It's just times are changing. But Sammy, like, what do you mean about the artists of the middle? Yeah, the music industry is a brutal business right now. Do they even exist? I haven't been in a CD store in years. Although I have been to used CD stores, but mainly they're used vinyl because vinyl's coming back in a big way. Everybody wants vinyl now, and been a lot of vinyl stores, but they don't have. They have a small selection of CDs, and everybody's buying vinyl. It's kind of wild how it's come around that vinyl was the big thing, then it went to cassette tape, then went to CD, and now everything is digital music. People want vinyl again. You're right, Sammy. I'm not. I don't understand what you mean. Like, what do you mean by the art? The everyone in the middle gets effed over. Right, and most of their selection is probably mainstream crap, country, whatever. I don't mean to call it crap, but it's like mainstream radio stuff because that's what everybody pushes. Yeah, I love finding vinyl. I was in a vinyl store, record store, music store called Nesblood in Oslo, Norway. Phenomenal, amazing store. I mean, I couldn't even walk around the place because it was so tight and packed with junk. But they had some crazy vinyl that I would love to bring home, love to buy, but I couldn't fly home with it. Vinyl's like the big thing right now, and it's just absurd that vinyl's made this giant comeback and everybody's buying it. But I don't think most people that buy vinyl, just like me, listen to vinyl. They buy it for the tactile experience. You want that artwork. You want the liner notes. You want all the things involved in the music because you can't get all that with Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to your music from. You can't get that tactile experience. You can't look at the liner notes on Spotify. And there's something to be said about having a physical, tactile thing in your hand and looking at while you're listening to music. Oh yes, yes, totally agree, totally agree. Okay, I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yeah, everybody. I mean, if you're Taylor Swift, you're Metallica, Slipknot, whatever, you're doing well. But a lot of these smaller acts, anybody mid range, like you're saying, yeah, yeah, they're totally getting screwed over. You're absolutely correct. I totally get it now. Right, right, exactly. They are so much more expensive, But if you're an audiophile, vinyl is the truest, purest sound you'll get. I mean, it's just so warm. It incorporates everything. The sound gets recorded on the vinyl. With CD, cassette, all that, snippets get cut out. I mean, cassettes not so much, but CD, the first time you have a sound, like the program kind of flags it, and then every time that sound happens again, it goes back to that first sound it recorded to flag it. That's why digital music is such small music files, and vinyl just has such a warm, true sound. If you have a good vinyl player, you'll never beat the sound. CD, digital, cassette, nothing will ever beat the sound of a true vinyl sound. Yeah, so have I. Same here, Fuzzy Bear. Same here. Right, right. I mean, the big arena bands, they're fine. Spotify doesn't matter. I mean, they're getting tons of money off Spotify. But anybody smaller than that, they're not getting jack. I mean, what's it take? Like thousands and thousands of plays to get $1? It's crazy. But the band's only getting a couple tenths of a cent US for a play, and the record label's probably getting a penny or two for play per play because it's so lopsided toward the record labels and management and everything else. Again, the artist is the last one to ever get money from anything they do, and they should really be the first one. I was watching a video, somebody I remember who it was. It might have been Jelly Roll talking about all the deals that bands have to make now, like 90-10, 80-20, 70-30, where the labels get 90%, band gets 10%. Labels get 80%, band gets 20%. And it's a shit business. It really is. I remember back in the day with CDs, one of the cheap tricks was to rub them with toothpaste. I don't know if anybody else out there remembers that. But you could take some toothpaste and go from the center out and kind of polish them a little bit with toothpaste, and they'd play again. But yeah, it makes sense. Like a cheap CD player can't read it, but a good CD player could read it perfectly. Totally makes sense to me. I mean, it's better quality equipment. Oh yeah, Muddy Waters was phenomenal. I'm sure it sounds amazing on vinyl. Yeah, I wish I had a vinyl player. Yeah, exactly. With a toothpaste. I mean, that used to be the trick back in the day. Um, a Q-tip and toothpaste. That used to be the trick. Man, these Alka Pops are super tasty. Can't believe I'm blowing through them like I am. Oh, I figured this out real quick. Everybody here, hope you stick around. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, yeah. Budweiser used to be a go-to beer back in the day. I don't drink too much of it anymore. Yeah, the anti-skip. I had an anti-skip in my first car and my second car. My first and second car didn't have CD player, so I always had the anti-skip with the little cassette deck thing in it. Hey, Sammy, short and stout, if you're still there, what's a good metal band from Australia? I mean, I know very familiar with Thy Art Is Murder, but who else from Australia? Yeah, that anti-skip was like the best thing in the world when all the portable CD players came out. Yeah, Budweiser was my drink of choice for a long time. And it started because I was a bartender and we had three beers we were able to take home: Budweiser, Bud Light, and Miller Lite. My roommate always wanted Budweiser, so I just started drinking Budweiser because of that. Wow. I wasn't even going to drink tonight. Now it's after midnight. I'm getting paid, and it's been online for an hour and 37 minutes. Holy cow. So what's everybody up to tonight? What's everybody drinking? I guess it's a Thursday night, right? I'm drinking these. Glad you're about to make it home. Hope you had a great time. Looked like an epic show. Looked like a fun time where you were. Are you talking about Budweiser or the Czech Budvar? Because Budweiser stole that name from Budvar. Let's see here. Let's go back to the see if the terrible peach still tastes terrible. I'm gonna drink 1,200 calories worth of long drink tonight. 5:30 does come quick. Appreciate you checking in. Appreciate you watching me last beer. Yeah, I gotta catch a flight sometime tomorrow. Yeah, in Europe it's called Budvar, but in U.S. if you see it on the shelves, it's called Czechvar because Anheuser Busch did a had a trademark fight or some nonsense, and said they couldn't use the name Budvar, even though Budvar is the original beer that was around way before Budweiser was. But somehow Anheuser Busch has blocked uh, Budvar from being called Budvar in the U.S. So it's called Czechvar. It's from Czechia or Czech Republic or whatever the country's called nowadays. They keep changing the name. It's an excellent beer. But by the time it gets over here, it's kind of a little old and has some age to it and has some travel time to it. But if you can get it in the Czech Republic or Czechia, or Czechia, however you say it, it's really good. It's a really good beer. How many left for the 12 pack? Well, I just opened one. Damn, I've got four left after this one. Be a fun day tomorrow at the airport. But it's early. It's not even 12:30 yet. I've had Sapporo, but it's only been Sapporo in the U.S. Never had the Japanese Four Loko. Strong Zero. That'd be interesting. I miss the original Four Loko. The original Four Loko was insane. That was a crazy beverage. The original formulation. I remember friends getting messed up on that stuff. That stuff was absolutely insane. The original Four Loko. The Four Loko now that they have out, the Four Loko you can get now is not the real Four Loko. That old Four Loko was like, I mean, it was like Red Bull and vodka or Red Bull and Jägermeister. It was so high alcohol, so high caffeine. It was really messing people up. But it was if you were didn't have a lot of money and wanted to get messed up, it would get you there real quick. I probably will. Big Realm, I probably will. You're right. Bunch of dumb kids ruined it for everybody. But I mean, that's kind of what they marketed it to was a bunch of dumb kids, and dumb kids did ruin it. I mean, I had a friend. We were going to a beer festival, and we're getting ready to go to this beer festival. So he shotgunned four, I think it was four locos. And we get to the beer festival. A half hour later, he disappeared. And the beer festival was 5 hours long. For 5 hours, we were looking for him while we were drinking beers. Couldn't find him. We even sat at the exit waiting for him, trying to find him. Couldn't find him. And my friend and I are like, screw it, let's go to the bar. Like an hour later, we're at the bar, and somebody calls my buddy's phone, says it's Officer Johnson. And he didn't think it was real. So he hands me the phone. I'm like, hello? Guy's like, it's Officer Johnson. I'm like, yeah, right. Who is this? He's like, no, it's Officer Johnson. I have your buddy here, and he doesn't know where to go, where he is, who he is. Where are you guys at? It's like, we're at this bar. He's like, can you come pick him up? I'm like, absolutely not. We've been drinking. There's no way we can get to you. He's like, okay, I'll bring him to you guys. You have to meet me outside. And our buddy that shotgunned the Four Locos had passed out on the sidewalk. He had brand new phone, lost the phone. The cop shows up, gets him out of the back of the car, hands me a paper bag. The paper bag had the back of his battery, or the back of his phone, and the battery of his phone, and nothing else. And then we had to get this idiot home. It was brutal. It was a fun time. Yeah, I'm getting there. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow at the airport. Yeah, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Starting Friday, it's going to be 9 a.m. till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. every day. Long hours, a lot of fun, really enjoy it, not complaining at all. For the next 5 weeks, it's going to be roughly 9 a.m. to 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. I won't see my own bed until April 20th, April 21st. Yeah, if you're pounding steel reserves, you're definitely blacking out. Just like I'm pounding these long drinks. Can't believe I only have 4 left. Don't know what I'm going to do when I have none left. Might be time to go to bed when I have none left. This is a fun live. At least these are zero sugar and only 100 calories. It's only 1,200 calories worth of alcohol and zero sugar. It's a fun time doing what I do, but it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. But I love it. I wouldn't do anything else in the world. I love touring with all these bands. Love getting to do what I do. But there's something to be said about sleeping in your own bed every night. Hopefully, my flight tomorrow is good. I've already got notifications where they're asking people if they'd be bumped to another flight. but they're only offering miles or flight credits or some nonsense. I'm like, if you offer me money, maybe we can talk, but I don't want miles. I don't want flight credits. I want money. Cold, hard cash. If you want to give me cold, hard cash, I'll consider bumping to another flight. I mean, I'm supposed to be there Friday, but if I'm not there till Saturday, it's not a big deal because we have a couple days of pre-production. But it's gonna be a fun time tomorrow at the airport, that's for sure. Hopefully, I wake up in time. Cheers out there, everybody watching me. Really appreciate it. Thank you all, everybody commenting and chatting with me. Really enjoy it. These lives are a lot of fun. I need to do more of them. Hopefully, May and June I can do some more lives. I don't think I can do any lives from the road, but we'll see. Oh man, I'm just pounding these. Cheers, Fuzzy Bear. You enjoying the beers you're drinking? I think you said you're drinking Natty or Budweiser or something. Well, I hope Sammy from Short and Stout made it home all right. Hopefully, he didn't get jumped or robbed walking home. Man, Weiser. What brewery? What beer? Can't believe I'm, can't believe I'm drinking all these kind of alcohol pop things. Oh, I'm making a mess now. If anybody cares, I started this video reviewing. Started out doing a live reviewing this box right here, zero sugar variety pack of Finnish long drink citrus peach pineapple, zero sugar, 99 calories, 5% alcohol, and it just went off the rails. Man, I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had a Budweiser. I need to do a review of Budweiser. It's been years since I've had a Budweiser. It's not really a seltzer drink. It's more of a ready to drink alcohol, kind of like a gin and tonic, but with more flavor. It's not your typical seltzer drink or your typical seltzer beverage. These are very tasty. These sugar-free ones are kind of weird. Uh, this peach one I'm drinking right now has a little bit of that fake sugar flavor, but in general, they're really tasty. They're really good. I really enjoy them. Like if you're having a day where you gotta go out drinking and you don't want a beer, but you don't want a liquor, this is a good alternative. They're very tasty, and they will catch up to you real quick. I mean, I've been drinking a lot of these already. Got four left. If I get through all four of these that are left, that'll be the end of this live video. That's for sure. But this is like drinking soda. I mean, you don't taste alcohol at all. It's just like drinking a soda, pop. For the most part, they're pretty tasty. These zero sugar ones are a little weird, but they're still really tasty. I would definitely drink these zero sugar ones again. I don't know about the peach one, but the pineapple and the citrus are phenomenal. They're really good beverages. Yeah, these aren't like flavored beers. These are legitimately like gin with some added flavor. They're not like some of those weird, crazy soda like drinks or crazy what are they called? The fizzy drinks. I can't think of the word right now. It just slipped my mind. These are way different than those drinks. The twisted teas, like I don't mind twisted tea once in a while, but it does have that like, weird flavor to it. I've heard from some other people that some of these drinks, like these long drinks, you can only get at liquor stores in some states, some areas. But these are really good. Yeah, Four Locos are flavored malt beverage. I don't know what they were considered originally. They're definitely a flavored malt beverage now, and it's just not the same. I miss the old school Four Loco. The Four Loco with all the caffeine and whatever was amazing. I miss that beverage. That was a good beverage, but it definitely got you real fluid. These drinks are like drinking gin and tonic with some flavor to it, like this one right here. I'm pouring. This is a pineapple. This is like gin and soda with a lot of pineapple juice, and it's really tasty, but it's 5% alcohol. Yeah, when I used to have caffeine. This one's absolutely phenomenal. This is a zero sugar, which is pretty good, but the full flavor one with the sugar is amazing. But this tastes like you took pineapple juice. If you took a pineapple that was probably a day or two before it was ripe and made juice out of it and mixed it with some soda, some just straight up carbonated water, it's amazing. No, I've never tried a buzzball. I've seen a few people drink them, seen a few people try them. I have a friend that drinks them sometimes. I've never tried a buzzball. Maybe I need to try a buzzball. I know what they are. I got a good friend that buys them a lot of times, so he can drink them back at home when he's working on his manuscripts and whatnot. But I've never really tried them. Hey, Fuzzy Bear, where are you located at? You in the States or somewhere else? Like, what's your location? Big Rome, you still there? What are you drinking now? Little 13% you can chug? Hell yeah. Sounds like a good time. Oh, Texas, where at? I get through Texas regularly, but mainly it's like Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, sometimes Lubbock and El Paso. There's an amazing gentlemen's club in Lubbock called Angel Witch. If you're in that area, go check out Angel Witch. It's a fun time. Probably something we shouldn't talk about on YouTube, but Angel Witch is a really good time. Been to Corpus Christi once or twice. Dude, Texas is crazy. Like nobody realizes how big Texas is. Everyone's like, yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. Texas is a big state, but Jesus Christ, like driving from east to west in Texas is brutal. It takes days to drive east to west in Texas. It's crazy. I've even been in Texas when the roads got shut down because it was icy and snowy out. That was a wild time. Texas is a fun state. It's too hot down there for me. I hate the heat. I'm a big snow guy. Love winter. I'm too fat for the heat. Too hairy for the heat. But Texas is always a fun time. Austin's a cool city, but it's too expensive. I really like the Riverwalk in San Antonio. That's a fun time too. El Paso's a weird town though. Been to El Paso a bunch of times. One time I was in El Paso and we were just sitting outside the venue. Yeah, a lot of people don't play Corpus Christi, but once in a while you get down there, and it's always a good time. I don't know why more bands don't play Corpus Christi. But I'll tell you what, I was in El Paso one time. Can't remember the name of the venue, but after the show, we were sitting outside the venue drinking. There's a hotel right around the corner, and these two cars pull up to the intersection, and they start yelling at each other. And the light turns green. They peel off, go in front of the hotel. They're still yelling at each other, and everybody piles out of the cars. And we're just like, what the F? What's going on? And everybody in both cars were in like suits and ties, tuxedos, dressed like they went to a wedding or a funeral or something. And they just throw down. And the car in the back, the people in the car in the back just pummeled the people in the car in the front. They were just like, bam, knocked everybody out in the car in the front, jumped back in the car, drove away. And the people in the car in the front were just like laying on the ground, finally got up, like didn't know what was going on, got in their car and drove away too. And we're all sitting there just drinking beers, like, what in the world just happened? It was the weirdest thing to see. Yeah, what shows have you been to? I mean, Corpus Christi's a good time. I've only been there a couple times, but it's always been a good time. Oh man, that'd be an amazing show to see. I'd love to go see. I've never seen any of those bands live. I'd love to go see all those bands. That would be phenomenal. Ted Nugent, Sticks, and REO. That would be a great show. It's not even bands that like I'm really into, but I would love to go see those bands. That would be just such a great show, great time. Ted Nugent's a crazy dude. REO and Sticks are just legendary bands. Where'd you see them at? Man, I've been on live for 2 hours and I've almost drank a 12 pack. What is wrong with me? I gotta go to the airport tomorrow. Well, at least finish this 12 pack before I sign off. What do I have next? I got, oh, I still have some left in this beer. I've been to Concrete Street. I've absolutely been to Concrete Street. That's a weird place. I think we did, I think I was at Concrete Street for Mayhem Fest. Yeah, I've been to Concrete Street a couple times. I think it was always with Mayhem Fest. That's a crazy venue because it looks like Concrete Street looks like it's a place that used to be there and they're kind of decommissioning it or going to deconstruction it. It's just a weird abandoned urban setting kind of, but it's a really cool venue. I've never seen Kansas either. I go see Kansas too. Yeah, but Ted Nugent is a nut job. He's a crazy person. But I love to go see all of them. I don't know if I'm familiar with American Bank Center. All these venues change names all the time. Whoever buys the rights to the names of the venue. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it was called something else in the past. That's awesome. And, it's the best when a band plays perfectly, plays all the songs, plays them well, has a good time. And it's just a good time seeing live music. I love live music. Again, I'll go see anything. I don't care if it's rap, hip hop, country, heavy metal, rock and roll. I mean, I don't think Sammy's here anymore, but Short and Stout went and saw a band last night, tonight, yesterday, 3 days ago, depending on what time it is in Australia. It was a cool sounding band. He told me what it was. I went and checked it out. Great sounding band, even though it's not in my wheelhouse. So I just love live music. Live music is amazing. But Concrete Street's a crazy place. I think I've been there twice. And it just looks like an abandoned kind of industrial area, but they have great shows there. Wow, I didn't even know he had a solo career. Man, I'm left out. I had no idea he had a solo career. What's he play for his solo career? I had no idea. Like, I really had no clue that he had his own solo music. Is it like Korn or is it something totally different? Like, that's crazy. I've seen Korn so many times, but I had no idea that Jonathan Davis had his own solo project going on. And I mean, I guess I can see people wanting Jonathan Davis to play some Korn songs, but I'm not familiar with what his solo project is. So maybe it's totally different than what Korn plays. He's a interesting person. Last year, I saw Korn at Wacken, and they were really good, but his vocals were kind of off, which was sad. I don't know what was going on with it. Maybe it was just what I saw because I wasn't watching him live. I was backstage and watching it in the backstage viewing area. I was over a TV, so maybe it was just like the live stream. I'll definitely have to check it out. Like I had no clue that he did a solo album. I'll definitely check that out. Um, Write this down on my list of things to check out. Probably be able to read later. I wrote it down. Jonathan Davis solo. Um, I'll definitely go check it out. Be interesting to see what he does. I love experimental metal, so I'm sure it's probably pretty interesting, pretty good. But I had no idea he did um, his own solo stuff. I guess I go back to this peach. Three left. See if this peach is still any good. Again, this peach one had a weird fake flavor earlier, but now I'm almost all the way through the 12 pack of zero sugar Finnish long drink. Maybe I won't notice the peach anymore, or the not the peach, the fake sugar. Haven't seen Big Rome comment in a while. Big Rome, did you go to bed? Did you leave? Man, I am 10 of these Finnish long drinks deep. I started this whole live review of the Finnish long drink zero sugar variety pack. It's citrus, peach, and pineapple. And I've gone through this entire variety pack basically. I've got two flavors left. It was Three flavors, four of each. And the peach was the one that I did not enjoy very well because it just tasted too much like fake sweetener. And still at this point, after drinking all of these, like I said, I am 10 of them deep. This is the 10th one. I still get that fake sweetness. And it's just sad because the other two are phenomenal. They're great. And the Finnish long drink is really good. But the peach, disappointing. The full flavor peach is really good, but this peach is disappointing. Doing a few things. What do you got to do? You just got home from, I don't know how far you were. You're traveling. Hey, how far did you have to travel to go to that show? If you're cracking a beer soon, um, if I knew how to do it, I would. If you're interested, I would send you a link. I don't know how to send you the link. I'm noob to StreamYard, but if you want to come up and drink a beer for a minute, drink a drink, I'll send you a link if you can tell me how to do it. I totally agree. I totally agree. Like the where all my cans go? This one, that fake sweetener is very subtle, almost non-existent. This one for a zero sugar beer, I don't get the fake sweetener at all. Unfortunately, this peach one, which is really sad because I love peach, the fake sweetener is in the forefront and just ruins the drink. And it's sad because I love this beverage overall. If you watch my channel, if you subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to it. I love the Finnish long drink. I'm a big beer channel. I review beers, big beer channel. Love the Finnish long drink though because it's a near and dear to my heart, special beverage. Love all the long drinks, but it's a shame that the peach one has a big fake sugar or fake sweetener taste. I mean, again, I said this earlier, like 2 hours ago. I'm not sure what the fake sweeteners are they use, but it gives me that aspartame vibe. Vibe. You use sweetener in your coffee. Man up, Fuzzy Bear. You should drink your coffee black. You don't need to have sweetener in your coffee. Drink it black like a real man. Just messing with you. I know a lot of people like to have some sweetener in their coffee, and I'm not a big guy on sweet coffee. I like it black as black can be. I like that bitter flavor, but to each their own. I'm just messing with you about the sweetener, but I enjoy a stiff black coffee. I'm a big espresso fan. I love espresso. The darker and the bitter, the better for espresso or for coffee. But I know that's not for most people. Hey, Sammy, if you mess with me, I'll see if I can figure out how to pull you up here. If you can tell me how to do it. I've never pulled somebody up before in my live stream. I'll tell you what, Fuzzy Bear. When I first started drinking coffee, I would pile. I've never been a big fan of milk. Never been a big fan of milk or cream and that kind of nonsense. But I remember when I first started drinking coffee as a kid, and I was a young kid. I would take. I don't know where everybody is or what their region is or whatever, but a sugar packet. I would put six sugar packets in my coffee. I was basically like sugar water with some coffee. I slowly backed it off to the point where I would just drink black coffee. And, and and the reason was we used to always hang out when I was a kid. We always hang out in a place called Denny's. I'm sure all the Americans know Denny's. I don't know if anybody else out there in the world knows what Denny's is, but we'd always hang out in Denny's, and they just wouldn't give us more sugar, more sugar. So eventually, I just stopped drinking sugar in the coffee. I just drink it black, and now I've grown accustomed to it. I love like the bitter coffee. I love that bitter coffee flavor, and I can't even stand sugar in coffee anymore. I don't like sweet coffee at all. I just like that bitter, like that roasted bitter coffee flavor. But it took a long time to get to that point. And again, Sammy, if you're still out there and you want to jump up on here, message me and I'll figure out how I can send you the link so you can come up and talk to me for a minute. I got at least two long drinks left. Might have a couple more in the fridge if you want to talk a little bit, and we'll figure it out. Oh, I love coffee and whiskey. I'll tell you what, this is going to sound absurd. I do enjoy vodka and coffee. If you've never had vodka and coffee, I recommend trying it. Get a big cup of coffee and pour a nip of vodka in it. It's tasty. It's really tasty. But it's probably why I like whiskey so much. Not that I drink it often, but I do enjoy a whiskey and coffee sometimes. However, when you talk about the creaminess and milk, I do like Bailey's and those creamy things in whiskey sometimes. I've been a big liquor guy for years. I used to love liquor. Liquor was my passion for a while. I mean, I used to drink Everclear very regularly. Loved vodka. Vodka was a big thing. For a couple of years, what I really liked, what my favorite drink was for a long time, was whiskey. Specifically, I know it's going to sound crazy, but specifically Jack Daniels and cherry Pepsi. I think the cherry Pepsi, the cherry flavor of the Pepsi with the cola mixes phenomenally with Jack Daniels. And when I was a younger person, that was an amazing drink to me. I really, and still to this day, if you gave me a cherry Pepsi and Jack, I would slam it. I love it. But any cherry soda and whiskey, and I don't know why it is, but specifically Jack Daniels. I think cherry soda and Jack Daniels is a amazing mixed beverage. I mean, other whiskeys and cola or soda are good, but for some reason, cherry soda and Jack Daniels is just an amazing beverage. I've always loved it. It's always been a go-to beverage for me. But when I was a vodka drinker for a long time. I I, uh, I started drinking liquor. I started drinking vodka. When I started drinking liquor, I started drinking vodka. And one of my favorite drinks was Absolute Mandarin and Sprite. I thought Absolute Mandarin and Sprite was a phenomenal drink as well. I really loved Absolute Mandarin and Sprite. I liked it, like the sweetness, the fruitiness of the Sprite, and the orange flavor of the Absolute Mandarin. Trying to see if Sammy wants to come up here. Fuzzy Bear, I've never been a wine guy. Never liked wine. I've never ever gotten into wine. I've been in some traveled North America extensively, traveled Europe extensively. I've been in some wild places in Spain and France, and been to some really nice restaurants where they have phenomenal wines. I've sat there at dinner with people who are really knowledgeable about wine, and they're like, "This is a good wine. This is a good wine." I've drank bottles of wine with these people. It's never been my thing. I've had some wines that are probably, well, I guarantee, are lost on me. Some wines that people would be jealous of me drinking, and they were just lost to me. I've just never been a wine fan. I don't know if it's like the tannins or the acidity or what it is, but wine's just never been my thing. Um, from time to time and place, I've gotten fluted on white wine. I've had a lot of red wine, but I don't know what it is. But wine's just not my cup of tea. I don't know. Beer's the way to go, big room. I love beer. I'm a beer fanatic. I even I even try a lot of beers that are wine barrel aged or some sort of wine thing, and it's just not my thing. I don't know what it is about the taste of wine, but I just not into it. I don't even think it's the sugar. I don't think it's the sugar because I drink a lot of fruited sours and really sugary beers. There's just something in wine that just isn't my thing. And like I said, I've had a lot of people give me really good wines. People that are wine drinkers say this is a phenomenal wine, and I'll taste it. I'll drink it. I'll be like, yeah, it's not bad. I don't hate it like I hate other wines, but I just don't get it. It's not my thing. But everybody has their own taste preferences, their own palates. Like I just don't have an appreciation for wine. I get what it is. I understand that people love it. I've probably had a lot of wines that people would be jealous of, but it's just not my thing. I don't know why. You would think as someone who drinks beer regularly, wants to try every beer in the world. I'm also kind of a whiskey guy. I like a lot of whiskeys. I don't review whiskey or talk about whiskey on my channel, but I've had a lot of phenomenal whiskeys, and I appreciate those flavors. I love it, but wine's just not my thing. I don't know why. And maybe it's I don't think again I don't think it's the sugar. I mean maybe it is the sugar, but I think it's like the weird tannins. Um, I mean maybe it's the tannins. I don't know, but there's something about wine that I just can't get into. I will say I can appreciate a good wine because I have had some phenomenal wines, like I said, and they were really good. I said they were really good, but I don't know. I'll drink anything. I mean, I'll flat out drink anything. I'm speaking of ice beers. I've had some crazy high alcohol beers. I mean, Fuzzy Bear. If you don't know our channel, I haven't checked it out. Go check out my reviews of Snake Venom and Bay Harris Fire. I did some reviews on Snake Venom was 67% alcohol beer, and Bay Harris Fire was 75% alcohol beer. It's ridiculous. I absolutely agree, 100%. I'll drink anything that's free. If you hand it to me, I'll drink it. No questions asked, which is probably dumb. But if you hand me something, I'll drink it. I don't care what it is. I even if you hand me a Budweiser Select 55 and that's something available, I'll drink it. If you hand me Everclear and soda, I'll drink it. If you hand me a shot of Everclear, I'll drink it. The only thing I won't drink, I have one limitation. The only thing I won't drink is any beverage that's on fire. I won't mess with that at all. If you think it's cool or fun to light like a drink on fire, like the flaming Dr. Pepper you see popular years ago, or any of these alcohols that like people think it's all cool to light on fire, nope, won't touch it. I'm not doing that. I respect my beard, my hair too much. I'm not going to burn myself over a piece of alcohol. Those are the only things I won't drink. If it's on fire, go after yourself. I'm not touching it. But anything else, although sometimes if somebody wants to hand me a shot of Malort or a drink with Malort on it, in it, I might have to think about it for a little while. I've had a lot of Malort over the years, and that's a disgusting beverage. If you want to hand me a drink with Malort, I'm gonna have to think about it before I actually drink it. But yeah, if it's free, I'll take it. I don't care what it is. If it's free, I'll definitely drink it. Yeah, the fire thing is bullshit. That is so dangerous. When I was years ago, when I was a bartender, um, about a block away, there was a Mexican restaurant, and the dudes that worked there would always come into the bar after they got off work, and they always wanted to do flaming shots and nonsense. And we were like, look, we'll pour the shot, we'll give you what the drink is. We are not lighting it on fire. If you light it on fire, that's your own problem. I never get these high alcohol shots and like light it on fire and have it do with a straw, like sucking it up while it was on fire and the straw would melt and whatever. And we're just always like, look, we're not serving that. We didn't serve it. If you, whatever you do once we hand it to you, that's your own problem. I mean, it may look cool in some of these bars, some of these restaurants, some of these drinks. It's really cool looking when it's on fire, but f that. I don't need that. And I understand that some of these drinks, it does change the flavor when it's on fire, but I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to deal with that. I've seen too many videos of people burning the hell out of themselves. So it is what it is. Like, if I give you a drink and you light it on fire, that's your own problem. And I don't care about being fancy. I mean, at the end of the day, when I was a bartender, even to this day, I just want everybody to have fun, have a good time, enjoy the beverage. If you want to light it on fire, you suffer the consequences. Malort. Malort is such a terrible beverage. What? A drink wrapped in steel wool? I don't even get that. What the hell is that? Wrapped in steel wool? That makes no sense to me at all. But yeah, anybody out there, if you've never had Malort, find somewhere that has it and try it. It's atrocious. It is the most awful liquor I have ever had. I mean, the best way I can describe it is go get blackout drunk, puke all that stomach acid in a shot, and then drink the stomach acid. I mean, it is terrible. Malort is awful. I can drink it, but it is disgusting. It is not a good beverage. I don't know who made it, why they made it, and why people like it. People from Chicago always deride it, and it's not good. Again, I don't know how to pause the camera, but I'll be right back. Keep on watching me. I'll get to your comment in a minute, Big Room. All right, I'm back. I had to go water my cactus. I had to go water my cactus there for a minute. Y'all know what I mean? No, I've never read the ingredients. What are they? Put these on wrong. Chicago handshakes, absolutely. I've never read the ingredients of my lord. I'll drink the old style PBR, but F my lord. Yeah, I'm back, Fuzzy. Had to go water the cactus, as I say. But I'm back here now. Oh man, what's my choices? Make sure all these cans are empty. Pineapple or I'll go pineapple so I can finish with the citrus because my citrus is my favorite one. Let's not continue on. I gotta go to my beer fridge to get more of them. I mean, one down, one to go. Unless I decide to go to my beer fridge to get more of them. So who knows? I mean, this is a free for all at this point. I didn't see anybody gone to bed. Hoping he would pull up so I could chat with him a minute, but who knows? I mean, Big Rome, if you're still around and want to chat, if I can figure out how to send you a link, I'll send you a link. We can talk. I just don't know how to send a link. I have no idea how to send a link to a live chat. Oh, there we go. Anybody wants to pull up at this point? Just come on up. We'll talk about whatever. Post it in the chat. Anybody out there wants to pull up? Let's chat. I'm still drinking here. Dude, Fuzzy Bear, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. I don't use StreamYard very often. I posted a link in the chat. I don't know how to pin it. No idea how to pin it. I think I just posted it in the chat. Posted it again. I don't know. I'm not a normal live streamer. But if you want to come on up, Fuzzy Bear, come on up. At this point, I don't care. I'll see if you show up in the studio or I don't even know how that works. But come on up if you want to come on up. Will it show up here if you come on up? Yeah, I really don't know how StreamYard works or how these live streams work. Some of my I've done a couple of live streams before, but I was pretty fluthered. Um, let's go if anybody wants to chat. Kind of really bored. Got to catch a flight in the morning. Don't care what's going on. Got done reviewing the long drink zero sugar variety pack. I actually saw today that there was this. What were they called? What was that? What was that? What was that channel called? Channel I don't ever follow. I just found them recently. Man, poor Michigan reviews. I saw them review this pack today and chat with them a minute. But yeah, I have no idea how StreamYard works either. Yeah, I mod for Sammy at Short and Stout Beer Reviews. It's the only person I mod for. He was getting hammered with trolls the other day. But Fuzzy Bear, like, click that link, come on up. I'll talk to you. I don't blame you. Beer reviews are kind of boring, but it's fun to record them, fun to edit them. But hey, Fuzzy Bear, if you want to come on up, click that link and figure out how it works. I don't know. If you show up somewhere where I can bring you up, I'll bring you up. I don't know how this shit works. Same with you, Big Rome. Big Rome, if you're still there, if you want to hop on, hop on. I'll just keep going. I mean, I don't know how StreamYard works. I guess I'm a dummy. I'm a technophobe. Anybody want to jump on? I'm just sitting here drinking these Finish long drinks. Got one left, but I got some more things in the fridge. I could keep going, keep drinking. I don't care. I got to fly tomorrow. Be a fun time at the airport. Flying out to the Whitechapel Hymns and Dissonance tour. It's gonna be a phenomenal tour. If you guys are into deathcore or heavy metal, go check out Whitechapel Hymns and Dissonance. North America, U.S. and Canada. It's gonna be a phenomenal time. It's gonna be a great tour. I know they're doing a bunch of VIPs. I know a lot of VIPs are sold out, but where you can meet and greet the band and meet Phil. Everybody wants to meet Phil. It's a cool time. It's gonna be a great tour. But if anybody's out there and wants to chat, just however this shit works, just jump on in. If you're trying to jump in and I'm not seeing it, just let me know. Jump on into the conversation, Fuzzy Bear, if you want to. If not, like, yeah, black metal. Again, I'm not a huge black metal fan. Um, like I was saying earlier, years and years ago, I worked at a print shop, and we used to bootleg Black Throne. Um, Black Throne was a big one. Dark Funeral, Arcturus, Burzum, Mayhem. We were printing all these T-shirts for those bands, totally illegally, no license for it. They didn't get any money for the shirts that we were printing, but we were totally bootlegging them, and we would send tons and tons of them to some dude in Canada who was selling them. It was crazy. And if you're familiar with Dark Funeral, there's a couple of photos out there that when I was younger, I looked just like, I think it was a bass player from Dark Funeral. But I have listened to some of those bands. I totally get it. I what was that? There was a documentary about, was it Dark Throne years ago, and whatever in Espoo, not Espoo, whatever it was in Norway. I've been to that city once. But if you're a big fan of dark or black metal, you gotta check out Nesblood. I know they have a online store, and I'm sure if you're a black metal fan, you're familiar with Nesblood. I've been there. It's an amazing metal store, and in the basement, that's where like Mayhem and some of these other bands allegedly first started. I've seen all the graffiti and crazy stuff that supposedly was where Mayhem started. It's crazy. I mean, that stuff is a little low-fi for me, but I appreciate it. I get it. I'd go see all those bands. I've seen some crazy stuff like that. What's that? God, what's that band I saw? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that documentary. I've absolutely seen that documentary. What's that current kind of black metal band? Oh Christ, where they have all the dead animals and shit. Um, I can't think of the name of them right now. What the hell is that name of that band? Oh my god, I saw them live last year. I can't remember the name of that band. They have like tons of dead animals and fire and trying to Google it. Oh, it was amazing. I mean, they did phenomenal. It was a phenomenal show. I can't think of the name of the band. Oh my god. Um, it's a band that's always known for having dead animals and it's just crazy stuff. Oh, what the hell is the name of that band? I've seen, well, 1349 I've seen, but they're not really black metal. God, what is the name of that damn band? They're known for having like goat heads on stage and crazy nonsense. Man, I wish I could remember that name of the band. I was trying to Google it. Oh, I don't think it was Gorgoroth. Not Martyrdom. What the hell was that band? Jesus. Why can't I remember the name of that band? They were a phenomenal band. They played really well. It's gonna take me forever to figure this out. Yeah, there, right? What the hell is that band? What the hell is that band? They were phenomenal live. They were amazing. As soon as I see the name, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it was that band. Watang. Oh shit, Watang. I think it was Watang. I think it was a band. They were phenomenal. Yeah, I remember. Was it Gorgoroth or was it Watang? Yeah, I remember listening to some of the Dark Throne stuff. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it sounds like somebody recorded in a somebody's cement basement. It sounded like it was recorded in a bunker. Is Watang the band that has like all the dead animals and blood on stage and fire? I think it was a band. It was phenomenal live show. Is this alphabetical? I'm sorry that Google's being so weird. I think it was Watain, but it's a crazy live show. All those black metal bands are absolutely insane. They play some insane music. They're phenomenal musicians, but it's just not commercially acceptable. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like an old haunted VHS. You're totally right. Absolutely right. And the whole story about like Mayhem is insane. Man, this Finnish long drink zero sugar pineapple, even at this point, it still tastes like pineapple juice. Is amazing. Yeah, they totally are. They're eccentrics. They're out there, crazy people. They're just eccentric, and those people, the stuff they do, and lyrics they write, it's just it's artistic. It's on the edge of reality. I mean, the things they do. Again, if you ever get the chance to go to Norway and go check out Nesblood, you would love it. Nesblood is such an awesome record store, awesome place. I mean, that's where like Mayhem used to record, if I remember right. It's just a cool spot. But those guys, they are on the edge of reality. It's insane what they do. I mean, those guys have killed each other, which is absurd. I'll see if I can type it in the chat. I think it's Norwegian for noseblood. I think that's how you spell it. Let me look it up. Oh, that's not right. Uh, oh, there it is. This is the right one. Oh, I guess they're on Big Cartel. Oh, it's Neseblood. That place. I went to their location in Norway, and it's mind boggling. They have so much crazy stuff there. I mean, that's allegedly where black metal started. I mean, that's absolutely allegedly where black metal started. And that record store, the things they have are insane. Like there is so much stuff I wish I could have bought, but I couldn't get it home. They have like original recordings of Charlie Manson's band. They've got original Pantera albums. They've got like so many original crazy vinyl and old school vintage T-shirts and the most obscure music you'd ever find. It was super cool to go visit there. It was amazing. Such a cool place. I don't know what they have online. I never shopped there online, but it's phenomenal. I mean, if you're into black metal, you would love that place. That is like the black metal mecca of the world. That is the place you want to go and go visit and go see if you're into black metal. That place is amazing. I'm sure I've bored the shit out of everybody else watching me talking about black metal, but it is what it is, right? I think I've got one more beverage out of this 12 pack. They're from Ohio. That's where I live. I live in Ohio. I mean, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know how I've never heard of Headbangers. That's crazy. I looked that place up. But yeah, Nesblood is basically uh, where Mayhem used to practice or where Mayhem started or whatever. Eh, it's just a crazy. I'm lost for words about how amazing that place is. Yeah, the foreign currency conversion is so absurd. I don't know what it is either. I don't know if they even. I mean, I assume they ship nation or worldwide, but it's such an awesome record store. I mean, if you're really into black metal, they probably have everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever been looking for. And when I was there, I'm a big dude. I'm like 6'3", 250 pounds, and I had to walk through the entire store sideways. Like I couldn't walk straight through. It's so cramped. It's so crazy. It's like a crazy flea market kind of vibe, and then going through the CDs, going through the vinyl, going through like the vintage music and the vintage clothing. If you and I wanted to pass by each other, you couldn't. You got to like step aside and go somewhere. It's so cramped and so just a mess, but it's an awesome place. I mean, I guarantee you they have every black metal band you ever wanted, every black metal band you were ever looking for. Valley City. Where the hell is Valley City? Look up Valley City here. Oh, that's not far from me at all. You said it's called Headbangers? Hell's Headbangers in Valley City, Ohio. Hell's Headbangers, right? Yeah, Hell's Headbangers. That's oh, it's just south of here. It's down by the airport, a little past the airport. Wow, I've never heard of that place. It's 20 miles from me. I think I'll check that place out. I definitely need to check that place out. Holy cow. Never even heard of that place, and it's right down the street from me, basically. Wow, that's cool as shit. I need to when I come back in when I come back from Whitechapel in April, I gotta check that place out. Holy cow. Never even heard of that place. Wow. I can't even type. I definitely gotta go check that place out. That's amazing. Yeah, I absolutely do. Definitely have to go check. Damn, wrong chat. I just texted the crew chat instead of my friend. I'm a dummy. Total dummy. Can't believe I just texted the wrong people about that. Wow, I'm such a dumbass. I definitely have to go check that out. I'm telling some friends about it right now. I'm definitely telling a bunch of people about that. Holy cow. I have to go check that place out. Thank you so much, Fuzzy Bear. Really appreciate you telling me about that. This is why I love lives and love doing this YouTube nonsense because I get to find out about some crazy places I've never heard of before. That's only, dude, that's only 20-mile drive according to Google for me. Let's see what directions actually say. Yeah, 20 miles from me. Holy cow. That's amazing. Dude, I got to go there when I come back home. I don't have time tomorrow because I'm catching a flight tomorrow in Knoxville, but I can't wait to go to that place. Holy crap. Can't believe I never knew about that place. Jesus. Yeah, for some reason, people are buying and selling cassettes again. I've seen a lot of recent bands um, starting to sell cassettes again. As wild. I thought cassettes were dead. I'm definitely gonna put that on my radar to go check the place out in end of April, beginning of May when I'm back in Cleveland. Never even heard of that place. Man, thank you, Fuzzy Bear. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate you telling me about that record store, that shop. I hope hopefully they have actually a location I can go visit because that's amazing. Man, I had no idea, dude. Now I have something to look forward to. I can't wait to go there. So according to Google, it's not really. I was just looking it up on Google. It's not really a retail store though. That's weird. It's kind of more of a mail order, but if you like are friendly with the people, let you look around, poke around. I love to go there. Yeah, that's wow. I didn't know that at all. Man, I gotta find out more about that place. I mean, that place sounds amazing. I definitely need to go down and check that out. That'd be awesome. That'd be a really interesting store to go check out. Hey, what's this channel? I'll go check it out. Post the channel in the comments. I'll go check out his channel and see if I can hook up with him when I get back from tour in end of April. Love to go check out that store. Sure, I bet you I'm guessing my friend Christoph knows who he is. I got this good friend Christoph who runs horrormerch.com. I'll post that in the chat because I probably slurred a little bit. Can't even type it out right. There we go. Dead by Dog. I'll go check it out right now. I'll go look it up on my phone so I can find it and if I can figure out what YouTube is on my phone. It's called Dead by Dog. Yeah, I don't even know how to make people mods. So I just subscribe to his channel. And maybe I'll be able to go check out his store one of these days real soon. Man, I'd love to go down there and check out his store. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, I don't know how to make anybody a mod. Because there's a couple people I make mods, but I don't have a clue how to do that. Dead by Dog, that's awesome. See if I can search it. Sorry, I'm like looking things up on YouTube. Dead by Dead by Dog. YouTube's being slow as shit. If I can pull this link up, I'll absolutely post it. But YouTube's being crazy. Let me try over here. Dead by Dog. Subscribed. Hey, Fuzzy Bear, is this the right link? Is that the right link to the dude? Let me know. I'd love to support him. Hell yeah, it's correct. Anybody watching this or everybody out there tunes in later, go check out that link. Dead by Dog. I'll definitely subscribe to him. Awesome. I can't wait to check that stuff out. That's amazing. Thank you for telling me about that. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Uh-oh. About to pop my last one since 12 pack of zero sugars. Don't know how long I'll stay on after this. I mean, there's people out there that want me to stay on. I'll stay on, but oh, that's awesome. I'll definitely check them out. Nun slaughter. Oh my God. So I don't know if the guy is still in the band or he was just a fill in or a session musician or what his deal was. But I used to work with a guy who played in Nun Slaughter. And again, I don't know if he was a session musician that was just there for the time or he was actually part of the band. But when I was a screen printer, I used to work with a guy who was in Nun Slaughter. I'm very familiar with that band. That's amazing. You know, Nun Slaughter. And I see him from time to time. I think I may have just seen him at the Decapitated show. I could be wrong, but I think I just saw him at the Decapitated show when Decapitated was out with Incantation, Darkest Hour, and somebody else. But yeah, yeah, known about Nun Slaughter for a long, long time. Again, I don't know if he was full member or just fill in or what he was. Oh man, I don't know how to look this up. Christ, I'm so terrible with band names and knowing who people are and all that idiocy. I can't remember the guy's name. Jesus. There's just I can't think of it. God, I can't hear any of a band. I don't even know how to look it up. I wish I could look up people based on their location. Because there's a black metal band out of Toronto that's I think yeah, they're out of Toronto. It's phenomenal. I can't think of the name of them right now. Man, 8 inchers used to be the thing back in the day. Like bands would do an 8 inch with one band on one side, another band on the other side. Doesn't happen so much anymore. Sad. Man, I can't remember the name of this guy's band or his name in Toronto. I'm trying to look it up. It's an awesome band you could check. You should check out if I can think of it. I can't remember his fucking name right now. It's sad. Too many too many alcopops. God, what is this guy's name? Jesus. Wish I could remember his name because he'd really be into this band. Oh my God. What the hell is his name? It's band out of Toronto. What the hell is his name? God, I wish I could remember his name. I'm so awful. Such a terrible friend, terrible person. I'm sure scrolling through my friends, it won't pop it up. I have no idea. That's Wish I could remember his name because you would love this band. He's a stagehand in Toronto, but he's got a great band that you would love. What is his name? It's a big dude too. He's like giant. He's a giant. My God, what is his name? I wonder if God, I can't even think of who might be friends with him. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm gonna be sad because I can't think of his damn name. His band is amazing. He's got a great like black metal, death metal band. And some kind of they had some controversy recently. God, what the hell was the name of that band? Jesus Christ. Man, I wish I could remember the name of this damn band. I know it escapes me. I know tomorrow I'm gonna figure it out. I just went and saw him. I guess it's been a year or two ago now. Went and saw him in this venue called No Class. Man, I'm never gonna figure it out. I can't remember the guy's name. It really upsets me. Yeah, so am I. I'm exactly where you are. And it really upsets me. I can't think of my friend's band's name. Can't even think of his name at the moment. Really upsets me. He's such a nice guy too. I didn't know what to look up. He's such a nice person. I didn't know who to ask. Man, like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh, I know exactly who this band is. Really, really upsets me right now. Oh, I think I remembered it. Make sure. Oh, it's Montreal, not Toronto. The band is called Panzerfaust. Go check out Panzerfaust. If you never heard of the band, go check out Panzerfaust. They're amazing. They put on a hell of a show. It's a great band, and it's called Panzerfaust. I can't remember. I can't believe I just finally remember the name of the band. I'll post it in the comments if I can type it out right. Panzerfaust. Yes, exactly. It's a Canadian band. I thought they were out of Toronto. They're out of Montreal. It's called Panzerfaust. I think you would like them. They get a lot of shit for their name, for their reference, but they're phenomenal. They put on a hell of a lot, like a hell of a live show. I mean, they're playing to like 300, 500 people, but they're amazing. And excuse me, the singer's a good friend of mine. I was surprised it took me that long to figure out what the hell the name of the band was. But if you like that, that kind of black metal stuff, check out Panzerfaust. They're a Canadian death metal band or a Canadian black metal band. They're amazing. Really good live show. Love those guys. Amazing. Yeah, I mean they're very unknown, unknown, underground. Again, I'll put it up here. Panzerfaust, and they get a lot of shit for their name. I mean, there's if you Google them, I think a year or two ago they got flack for their name. People thought they were some sort of crazy Nazi German band, but they're not. They're from Canada, and it's just the name they chose, and they're really good live, really good death metal band or black metal band. The singer is a giant. He's like 6'6", big, big dude. I mean, I'm 6'3", and he towers over me. Big dude comes out in a cloak, and you can't ever see him, and they're just an amazing band. Yeah, definitely give them a listen. They're amazing live. I don't know if anybody's even still paying attention or watching us live, but I am going to grab a couple more tasty alcoholic beverages. It might take me like 5 minutes. So if you're still sitting here, just give me like a 5 minute break. Be right back. I don't know how to put the pause on so you can check out all my cool beer signs. Go check out Panzerfaust. Go check out White Apple. Whitechapel. Jesus. I'm 12 drinks deep. I'll be right back. Man, that's why I was going off the rails. Who cares? Knocking things over, having a good time, talking about music. Love talking about music. Sweet natty ice pints. Oh my god, that's rough. I was not planning on drinking tonight. Definitely not planning on going to live. Here I am. I saw that mixed 12 pack and Just had to start it, and here I am. Got a flight to catch in the morning, and I'm sure it's going to be a great time, great flight. Cheers, everybody. If you're still here, still watching, good luck to you. Natty Ice, it's a rough beer to be drinking right now. Oh my God, I've been here for 3.5 hours. Holy cow. Yeah, same here. I wasn't planning on drinking it all tonight. Then I decided to do this little live with this sugar-free Finnish long drink, and here I am now, 3 hours later, and for some reason people are still watching. And now I'm getting pretty fluid. It's gonna be a fun time at the airport tomorrow. It'll be real fun getting up and flying. Hopefully it's an easy day. Probably should be pounding these drinks, but at this point, who cares? Nice. Nice. That's the best. Getting some of that involved. That'll make for a good night's sleep for sure. You'll sleep real well, Fuzzy Bear. Oh, excuse me. Again. Oh, I can't remember how to do this now. Got to scroll back up through my comments. Try to figure out what I'm doing. If anybody wants to jump in, I'll figure out how to send a link in a minute. I don't remember how to do that. Oh, yeah. If anybody out there wants to jump in, I don't have to be up that early. But if anybody wants to jump in, drink a beer, drink a drink, drink whatever you're drinking, let me know down below. I'll totally host you. We can talk about whatever. 6 hours, that's going to be a rough time. I don't have to be up in 6 hours, but I got to be coherent enough to get on a plane or at least get through security and do whatever that takes. Make sure my cans are all empty before I throw them in the recycle bin. Get all that last bit in there. Yeah, I definitely won't be coherent enough for my flight. When I get to the airport, I'll be definitely pounding some cheap ass Modelo's and maybe some gin and tonics on the flight. Ooh, this one's not empty yet. I always pound gin and tonics on my flight. It's going to be a rough night when I get to Knoxville. I got to fly from here to Chicago, then Chicago to Knoxville. It'll be a rough time. The airport bar always helps me out. I love the airport bar. When you go to the airport, man, rules don't apply. Nobody cares. It could be 5 a.m. As long as they're serving beers, everybody's getting hammered. I've been in airports where people are getting hammered. Funny enough, I was in Arlanda airport one time in Stockholm, Sweden, and the ticket counter wasn't even open yet. And there was probably 20 of us. So we just sat down on the ground in a circle, and we were passing around some bottles of wine, some bottles of vodka, just drinking and having a good time. And security stopped us and took all our bottles away. It's pretty funny. Then after we got past the security, we all went back to the bar and started drinking again. But airport time isn't real time. If you're in an airport, time doesn't exist. You just sit there and drink, have a good time. If you're watching this live, you know how it is. Airport time isn't real time. Airport time is drinking time. I actually quite enjoy being in airports because there's no rules. I mean, it could be 5 a.m. and you're getting hammered with some dude in a business suit, some guy. It could be some CEO from some company, and you're sitting there at the bar beside him, and you're both just drinking beers, having a good time. It's hilarious. If you've never flown before or never sat at an airport bar, you definitely have to go to the airport bar. The airport bar is one of the weirdest experiences you ever have, especially if there's a lot of people there. You just sit down at the bar, and most of the people at the bar are there by themselves, and they just want to talk to people. It's a fun time. I don't know. I mean, well, in Europe, when you're on a ferry, because in Europe, sometimes there are ferries between different countries, like the ferry between mainland Europe and the UK, or the ferries between mainland Europe and Scandinavia, the ferries between Sweden and Finland, the ferries between Finland and Estonia, or the ferries between um, Italy and Greece. The same thing. Time doesn't exist. You're just on this boat and you just drink. It's crazy. But airports are the wildest place. You go to the airport bar and you will run into the most crazy people who are all in the same position as you. Everybody's equal at the airport bar. It's so funny. It's so amazing. I've run into so many rock stars, famous people, whatever, at the airport bar, and you're all the same. You're just sitting there, stuck in the airport, drinking beers, trying to have a good time, trying to make the best of it, and you're all equal in the airport because nobody gives a shit about who you are. Gotta go through security. You're in the airport. Doesn't matter. Uh, One of my funniest encounters was I was in Cleveland. I was getting ready to fly out for a tour. It was stupid early in the morning. I sit down in the bar and there's nobody at the bar. I'm drinking a beer, and this girl comes in, sits down right beside me. I'm like, okay, whatever. You picked of all the open seats, you decided to sit down right beside me. And she was a good looking girl, had this crazy outfit on, which had these LED lights around her brassiere and whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And apparently, she was George Clinton's daughter. George Clinton was playing in Cleveland, but he wasn't playing in Cleveland for a couple of days. They had a couple of days off, and she was flying home to take one of her kids to their first day of school. Sat there and drink with her, whatever. She's like, "Hey, follow me on Instagram." So I followed her. And after she left, I was like, "What the hell?" She's like this famous person, but she's just sitting there at the random people bar. It was totally insane, but it was a good time. We had a good conversation, good time. No idea why she sat beside me, but it was fun. You've never been on a plane? Oh my god, dude! The airport is such a bizarre experience. Everything is kind of, I don't know. Once you get through security, it's a lot of fun. Security sucks. TSA sucks. It's kind of stressful going through TSA, but once you drop your bags off, hit the air and go through security, it's kind of a free for all. As long as you're not so hammered you can't stand up, most of the time they just let you through. I enjoy the airport. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was George Clinton's daughter, but yeah, I enjoy drinking at the airport. Airport is a fun time. You run into so many weird, crazy people from all over the world. I mean, the people you find in the airport, a lot of times they might be famous people or this and that, but in the airport, you're all the same. You're all going through TSA security the same way. You're all going through security, you're all dropping your bags, you're all in different places, and they just sit down at bars and talk to you. I've had conversations with so many random people. I mean, CEOs from Fortune 500 companies, um, musicians. Doesn't matter. I mean, name it. I've had conversations with them, and you're all sitting at the bar together because you're all like, I'm in the airport, had to go to security, got to sit here and wait for 2 hours. What are we going to do? It's a fun time. And speaking of that, anybody out there who's watching this or actually watches the replay of this, I highly recommend going to a bar by yourself. There's nothing more entertaining, more fun than going to a bar by yourself. Go to a bar by yourself, go up to the bar, take an empty seat at the bar, and just drink and talk to people. You will meet the most random people and have an interesting, entertaining time talking to random people. It's so fun to go sit at a bar by yourself and talk to the other randos who are sitting at the bar by themselves. You never know who you're going to meet, what you're going to get into. It's just a crazy experience that everybody should experience once in their life. Even if you never travel anywhere, even if you don't leave your city or your state, at some point you should just go to the bar by yourself. Go find a hat in a bar, busy bar, and go sit at the bar. Go sit there by yourself. If there's the bar is packed and there's one seat open, go sit at that one seat that's open because it's so fun. It's so interesting to meet these other random people. It's just a phenomenal time. I highly recommend it. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's rough. I really that's rough. But that's a random incident. I mean, three, three, four houses down from me, the dude was 34 years old and just I'm not sure what happened, but he either offed himself or OD'd or something. But it was crazy. And in my travels, I've had people. I've been in places where people got killed outside the place that we were at. But it's so random. It's so totally weird. I mean, that's not the average thing. That doesn't happen regularly. I still recommend Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to read the room. You got to figure out what's going on and just avoid it potentially. I mean, stuff does happen, and sometimes you can't avoid it. But that's really sad to hear about it. I a couple days ago, somebody I know in passing from I used to be a professional beer pong player, which I know it sounds crazy. And somebody in passing up in Michigan that I've played beer pong with before and have interacted with before was just a victim of a murder suicide. So I totally understand it, but that's not that doesn't happen often. It's not the regular deal. It's still a lot of fun to go sit at the bar by yourself, especially at a local bar, places you know they're safe, and just talk to people. I mean, it's fun. You never know who you're going to meet, and you never know like what kind of people you find out. You might start talking to somebody, and they could be a multimillionaire who's just lonely, or you could just meet somebody who's super interesting. You might even meet a famous person who's just trying to hide from the public. I mean, I still recommend just going to bars by yourself and hanging out and meeting people, sitting at the bar, talking to people. It's something that everybody used to do before we had these. I mean, before we had cell phones, everybody used to go to the bar and had to talk to people. It's a lot of fun. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your brother's best friend. Really sorry to hear about that, but that's an odd scenario. Kind of weird. I mean, kind of a bummer, really. So what else is going on? Anybody else out there drinking some beers right now? I know it's late, especially in my part of the world. Yeah, I mean, before the age of cell phones, it was really fun to go to bars because like you wouldn't be stuck in your phone. You would just sit there and have some beers and have to talk to people. And it was a good time. You were forced to talk to people. Now with the age of cell phones, everybody's just so buried in their phone that it kind of sucks. But I still enjoy going to bars. Go to bars all the time where I'll just sit there and not even look at my phone and just try to talk to people sitting around beside me. It's a lot of fun going to a bar and sitting in an open bar stool and sit down and start talking to people. Because a lot of people sitting at the bar stools, they're lonely. They want people to talk to, and it's fun to talk to them. And for the most part, it's a safe time. I mean, randomly you get some random nonsense, but usually the bartenders can stop that from happening and tell you to ignore those people or whatever. But it's really fun to just sit there by yourself and talk to people, looking for a new beverage. Man, I should probably be in bed by now because I gotta catch a flight in the morning. This is gonna be a rough day tomorrow. Really gonna be a rough day tomorrow. Cheers, everybody out there. Appreciate everybody watching. If you're still watching at this point, I hope you subscribe to my channel. Don't normally do these lives, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, I highly suggest anybody out there, just take a night, go to a bar, sit in an empty bar stool, talk to the people around you. It's a fun time. And you might meet some interesting characters. I don't think there's too many people out there still watching. If you're watching, chime in down there in the comments, because I'm kind of running out of things to say. I mean, it's hard to sit here by yourself and talk about things. It's nice when people comment and bring up conversations to talk about. But I've been here for, yeah, I do need to get some sleep for that flight, but I'm going to the airport. Who cares? I can sleep on a plane. But I've been here for a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Maybe it's time for me to head on out. Been fun doing this live. I appreciate all your comments, Fuzzy Bear. Appreciate you talking to me. I think I might end it here. So, anybody's been out there watching me, hope you appreciate my review of the long drink. Started out as a review of the zero sugar long drinks, all three of them. Turned into some crazy conversations. Hope you all appreciate it. And it's been a fun time. Really appreciate talking to everybody that's been out there. They're chiming in. Really appreciate you, Fuzzy Bear. Good talking to you. Hope you all have a good evening. See you again next time. As I say, embrace the adventure.